Oh, yes. Here's Tiddlywinks.
Alright. Hello and welcome to Critical 20 Day. Just making sure streaming works the same before we get started. Because they're allegedly changing it slightly.
Bastards.
The music's probably too loud. However, it is working.
I have all my stuff written down.
If it's the two of us again at the beginning, I'm going to laugh.
Looks like it's going to be.
Oh, we started already?
He was just checking that streaming was working the same.
You need to not be sitting right there. You can sit anywhere else on the table. The camera can't catch you if you're sitting on opposite ends.
Sorry.
Just like, you guys had to position yourself in the most inconvenient places possible.
I sat down where he was sitting in like the middle of the table. I blame him.
Alright. Let's see if we can get live chat working. So, while I do this, who would like to recap last session?
Viking funeral.
You need to do a lot more than that.
You just can't shout out the very end of what it was.
That's the major thing that happened.
The major thing is not the important
we
thing, though.
completed a freaking side quest. Was it side quest?
Technically.
It was... We went through a dungeon and completed the dungeon and found, I believe, one of the shards?
No, this was something different. This was just powerful magic item. Incredibly powerful magic item. It was something of the sea. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't know if I can get live chat working.
Would you like me to summarize?
Was it the circlet?
No,
Not the
it
circlet.
had nothing to do with the circlet.
Dang. I'm trying to remember. This week was absolute chaos at work, so forgive me for being kind of tired.
That's why I ask if you want me to. Beginning, Vondren and the ocean-going guy, I don't remember his name.
Iheka?
Vondren and Iheka took off, taking with them the Vondren's love Viola, and on their way out they ran into Shamash, who is a paladin, and also, what's the new person's name?
She hasn't told you yet.
Oh. And somebody else.
You haven't asked.
Well, Shamash wouldn't ask. He'd just go with it.
Smash. He would
Smash.
smash.
Shamash.
No.
He smashes
He's,
everything.
he's such a great
That's our Wednesday. That only happens on Wednesdays.
Smashing
On
things?
the not. Listen, you said Shamash wouldn't ask, and then he said Shamash would shamash, and I'm like, that only happens on the Not Safe for Work Wednesday stream.
Anyway.
Nowhere else.
Smash would break everything.
That's
So-
better.
Vondren and Ihaka took off because they were like, well, Vondren died, as you all probably remember. So he decided that wasn't ready for him.
I wasn't prepared for this. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
So Vondren went off to repay the debt that he still owed, the party still owed from everyone else's now dead characters. God. Anyway.
We started off with a poor party design.
Yeah.
We had to
Well, like,
level it and rebuild.
your first character just wasn't brought back up because they didn't feel like it. Your second one was just you deciding that it wasn't your style.
He had a family.
The
He
gnome-
was not ready.
The gnome was just kind of like something bad happened. Crit fail, made a deal with basically God above and the devil below, and failed that too, and ended up dead. So it's not really our fault that everyone kept dying. And then Vondrain got possessed and attacked the captain, who was... Yeah. So, after everyone has settled where they're going, Vondrain and Ihaka taking off, Shamash and the other strange short person.
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Horns and tail.
They go down, Shamash drags... Shamash drags the little tiefling out of the water and saves them, like always. The captain intercepts them, threatens to kill them, and asks them why they're there. They tell the captain. Then they start exploring the dungeon. I don't believe we really fought anything this time, did we? Last time.
We fought the suits of armor.
Oh, yes. We wandered around, teleported someplace, fought some suits of armor, and then we found the Sphinx.
We obliterated some suits of armor.
Yes. We first ran into the sphere that we were looking for, which was an ancient magical relic thing. Oh yes, also, we found a room with astronomy, and we activated some sort of stand that showed the stars, and it landed on the particular star that recently just appeared in the sky.
Which only ever appears sometimes.
Rarely. But it's been staying in the sky. So we activated that. We also went through a room.
We found where when the solar eclipse was going to be. So we could defeat the Fire Nation.
Found some magic items. Found a stoned dragon. Rocks, not drugs. Got some magic items, as I probably already said. Eventually found the sphere that we were looking for, the magically powerful sphere. Ran into a Sphinx. The Sphinx asked if they were strong enough, tested them 3 times. The little tiefling ran away cowering the first time, on the first test.
Cower. I backed up.
You sprinted away.
You
didn't back up. You ran.
I advanced in reverse. Okay.
Well,
Quickly.
Next time you should go into drag before you press the gas.
I advanced in reverse.
Smash got.
Smash.
Smash did stupidly well with dealing with the Sphinx, rolling 2 nat 20s for that, and confusing the Sphinx in the end because he kind of shoved his head in his mouth as it was roaring the last time. Good stuff. Sphinx asked if they had enough faith. Smash walked across thin air towards the orb, fell 40 feet, walked in a spiral back up to the orb, got the orb after
He pulled
2
a
tries.
James.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'm sinking. Except for he was, might I say, a little bit better.
What are you thinking about?
James, what are you thinking about? Jesus, please stop it. Help. I'm drowning.
And then we went back up to the first floor. The captain took the sphere and looked at it, and then promptly went through every injury they had had in the last 40 years, I believe.
So what did you say? How many years?
It was like 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years.
Went through every injury that she had gotten in the last 40 years, and then died.
And then got brought back to life.
And then we brought the captain back to life.
Then we did the funeral deal.
And then we went outside to take the ship off, and we walked up to her ship and found every single member of her crew dead.
You didn't need to go through this much detail, just points.
No. For the last part, we're going through every detail. We did funeral rites. We then...
I meant this whole thing. You didn't need to go through this much detail.
It's more fun.
It's not more fun. I want to get right up into the action.
Fine. Then here's the thing. 2 characters left. 2 new characters showed up. We found the thing, fought some things.
You don't start from the beginning.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep going.
I know.
For crying out loud.
No! He accused me of being too detailed.
It wasn't an accusation, it was a fact. But
Yeah.
whatever you want to believe.
There's being too
Keep
detailed.
going.
Fine. Finishing. Thanks for the nickel. We then did funeral rites on the ship, set it off to sea, did a speech for it, and set it on fire.
And somebody thought the captain was still on board. None of us, the person who says they're better than everyone in every way, made the error. Which seems to be happening a lot with these characters. Anyway, into the game we go.
I sure hope no one makes a character with a god complex. They make errors left and right.
I think that's already happened.
So,
Begin.
implementing a rule change.
Hmm?
This needs a little bit of background.
Wizards and sorcerers.
As of first edition D&D, wizards and sorcerers and bards required a special item in order to use their magical abilities, known as an arcane crystal.
Okay.
Without this crystal, they could not cast.
Oh. Unfortunate.
That is the rule change I am implementing.
You're saying that they need that.
Sorcerers, wizards, and bards, not warlocks because they get their magic from an extraplanar entity,
Yes, of course.
need this arcane crystal that is a conduit to the elemental plane of magic.
What about paladins and clerics?
Paladins and clerics receive it directly from their deity.
Yes. Okay. We'll just double checking you're not gonna try and do that same thing to them. I'd have some trouble if you did.
You're now just a normal fighter. Have fun.
No, not even a normal fighter. I'm a slightly disadvantaged fighter.
You are a tank with only...
So neither of you actually have an arcane crystal, but whatever.
Nobody here does. We have.
Guess who doesn't? The sorcerer in our party.
Yes.
You say you're better than everybody? Cast a spell. Do it now. Do it right now. Immediately.
Gets thrown into a wall.
Cannot. You can't. Reach me with that spell. Reach me with that spell. Reach me with that spell. Counter spell. You cannot. You cannot.
Walks over, slugs you. Hey. Walks over, heals. Don't do that. That's mean.
Tiny, short girl arms can't reach. My character being 4'10".
Picks up. What we were
No! No!
So, as you're standing on the beach, watching the ship,
Derek, are you going to press record?
we're streaming.
Oh. Since when?
For a while!
We've been streaming for a while.
I thought you said you were just testing if
This
it worked.
is the stream!
That is how you test it. You stream with it.
Oh.
This, you see this right here? This is our stream.
So it recorded that entire thing from
Yes.
once I came in here.
Yes, before you came in here.
I thought you were saying that that was all...
And I do not go into too much detail.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Did...
Do you actually want to remember what
It's
you did, or just...
defensive. No.
I can remember everything I did with just bullet points. I don't need a story.
You remembered the funeral, and that was probably about it.
Well, it's the only thing you wanted to remember.
True. I mean, okay,
It was the only thing
the
worth
highlight.
remembering.
It was the absolute highlight. I mean, I had fun falling 40 feet and then saving myself with just sheer willpower. I enjoyed that.
Alright. So, you're all just standing on the beach. The sun sets below the horizon, and the faint speck of light that is the ship eventually disappears.
I've got a question.
Mhm.
Have Bondra and Andy Haka already taken off?
We'll say yes.
I finished my boat and just... Whoosh!
Did they actually finish their boat, or did they take the one I offered them?
I think Ihaka would have been, like, steadfast on that he has to take his boat.
This
Okay.
is my boat! I made this with my hands!
Bondra, fine. We'll take your boat.
She's still on the other boat.
Okay, that's why I was asking.
No.
Do we have a way off the island?
No, you-
trapped forever.
You cannot.
You can live as savages.
I mean, there was your boat, which is probably a little tiny canoe.
Just make it go with whatever spell I can.
A canoe boat.
Go this way.
I feel like Shamash would just have like a rowboat and just be like rowing out to sea.
Bye. I might be back
Bye.
later. Probably.
Isn't that a lifeboat? Yeah. Where'd he get it? I have no idea. Where's he going?
My god is the god of life. It is his boat.
Oh, I still haven't decided what god he has.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Not the bad one.
Well, you know, he's just not terribly smart, so he'd just be like, grabs his first small boat, starts going. Where is he going? It's a lifeboat.
So, as you're standing there on the beach, Captain Xavier just looks over you. Thank you for what you have done.
Tis a pleasure. Ah, crap.
Accents are broken. He's back to Vondren.
So, she takes off a necklace she had on.
One of them. One of the many. She's this world's
She does
Mr.
not have
T.
a lot of necklaces.
She's this world's Mr. T.
You just never actually realized she had on, so she wore it under her under her armor.
20 pounds of gold.
No.
Okay.
And she's going to hand it to you.
I take it. What is it? Is it just...
Many of those I once called friends were gone. I guess you two will have to do.
What a wonderfully backhanded compliment you've given us both.
See, but here's the funny thing, Smash. I have a friend. Ah.
What a wonderfully backhanded compliment you've
Question.
given us both.
No, Smash wouldn't be carrying her stuff. Okay. It's been like an entire day.
Is it just
I mean,
out of character? Does it look like to be a normal necklace, or do I get arcanic vibes from it?
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, that's good. 5 plus 5. I mean, not 5 plus 5. 15 plus 5. That's 20.
It's 20.
This is an arcane crystal.
I'm not giving it to the sorcerer. I'm not.
You have to find and bind your own arcane crystal. So,
Well,
someone's arcane crystal does not work for anyone else.
this is hers, I guess. Then it will be a reminder of her.
I am not a magic user.
Mhm.
This is something I found on one of my channels.
I'm not giving this to the sorcerer. I'm not.
What does an arcane crystal do for someone who's not like?
Bugger all.
I can squish it down into
If it's not
residuum.
your arcane crystal, it is pointless. Destroying it would stop the person whose arcane crystal it is from casting spells. That's the only thing you could do with it, really.
I can squish it into residuum and use it as magical components. Just there. Magic dust.
Assuming it works that way.
Put it in my pocket.
It doesn't just explode.
Boof! Alright.
This is the arcane crystal of a powerful mage from the Age of Kings.
Arcane crystal.
Is he dead?
For quite a long time, yes.
What's it do?
It allows whoever it is to cast spells. However, if they are dead, it does not serve much purpose. This one in particular belongs to a wizard who was a master of the arts of divination.
Oh.
It's future seeing crystal.
His name was Kavinar.
Wait, I've heard that name before.
And where have you heard that?
In here somewhere. I don't remember. Kavinar. There's a place named after him.
No,
I
there's
think.
not. I did say it before. It's not the first time I brought it, but there is nothing on the map named that.
I remember a place though.
How did you remember where it would?
Question. I pull out my little bag of magic finding dust and I just kind of like sprinkle it towards it.
We've already
brightly.
Whoa.
told you that it was magical.
It's very magical. It glows bright. It's really bright.
She said one of the most powerful divination mages.
But
It's
he's
obvious.
dead.
That doesn't mean it's not magical.
You know more of Elias Villaris than any other wizard ever to live like.
She's even more French from the beginning.
Well, now she's actually alive.
Your accent gets reduced when you're undead. You get an undead accent.
So perhaps if we could find his temple that he dwelt in, perhaps we could find more information about what is going on. And why only Elias Villaris shines in there.
I might have a thing for that. Give me a
He
second.
walks over to his little boat and starts getting ready to leave.
Don't leave yet.
He's not leaving
And
yet.
a rowboat pushing it down.
Well, like, he's making sure the oars. He does the normal seafaring stuff he would do to prepare any boat to leave, except for on like a much smaller scale. Make sure everything is stowed. Like,
The
Are you gonna set the
box.
sails?
no.
Check the riggings?
He like checks it for holes and. He just looks like he's doing a little ringer about things. On a bunch
Examines
of
the sails, make sure they're intact and well kept.
Pulls out some cloth, just like holds it up. Looks like a shirt.
That is not how it works.
I know, but I'm checking the rest of it. And I needed to see if my shirt still didn't have any holes. It's clearly made out of canvas. It's a really cheap shirt.
That's not what that spell does. Oh, I was thinking of a different spell completely, and I looked at the wrong one.
There is another boat besides the rowboat that is a smaller boat. And
It's on fire.
It's more of a. It's a very small sloop.
Where'd this one come from?
So a single sail ship. That's a good question.
Okay.
So it's a very small single sailed ship, single masted ship.
Does Shamash notice it?
Eventually.
Oh, he like stops what he's doing. Question: does it look like the rowboat would fit on like as an extra boat on top of the sloop?
Probably not.
Oh. The rowboat walks over, starts preparing the other ship.
The captain just doesn't know what to do at this point.
I don't know how ships
do
work, Derek.
not
My
have-
character would.
I do.
Cool. He's inspecting.
Research I've done.
I know you've done a lot of research.
I don't
But
have
he's-
anything
he's
to
doing
help with
whatever
this.
he needs to make sure that it would be sound at sea, because he doesn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to a place that's, Look at this map I found. Look at this. Here. You! At the boat! Look at this!
What?
Look at the map I found. So this map, it has a mark in the center. Not in the center. It has a mark in the desert of Sunistan. Over
Just give me a second.
there. Somewhere in here. Wherever the mark is, that's where she points. Who do you want to go there?
Hey, Derek.
There's a fun place there.
Can we use the DS general gaming chat to add Katie in? Is that possible?
What do you mean by that?
She wants to join, but she can't
Be
come over
here.
here currently because she's ill.
So you want to do Discord?
So she wants to use Discord.
Hooray! Discord! Is she watching currently? Yes, she is! Hi! How are you?
Is she actually in the channel?
I mean, she was a moment ago.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what time it is. I need a watch. I need to keep a watch on me. Where'd
It's
my phone go?
7:02.
7:02. So that was 2 minutes ago. The live chat is working.
Hey,
Hi!
Hey!
this is kind of weird because it's delayed visually,
Yeah.
but not audio.
the magnificence that is the setup we have.
I probably sound terrible in both quality and my actual voice because my nose is plugged out the wazoo.
Well, we can't tell how bad you sound in real life because the quality is that bad.
Because we're over Discord.
So it doesn't even matter. The
It's
two
so weird I can hear myself.
the two
It's
negative
alright.
makes a neutral.
I need to mute this. Hold on. Sorry, I had to mute the actual video.
Oh, well that would make it a bit more difficult. Anyway,
Yeah.
continuing on. Does
Yeah,
anybody
just
want to go to this place in the desert on the map I found?
So,
I don't like deserts.
oh, hello, I'm Smash.
They're bad for my skin, which isn't very good to begin with.
Smash just.
It's obviously important. I found it
I
in the
mean-
cavern. It looks fun. We can go there now or later. It doesn't really matter to me. Except for I want to go now.
You want to go now? Why does this matter?
I don't know. It looks interesting. It's a map I found in a cave with a mark on it. We're gonna find a buried library. Okay.
Onto the boat.
Fine. I want to spend my vacation at the library. Anyway, I want to go here.
He just picks you up and like carries you to the
No!
boat.
Put me down. Put me down.
He just starts preparing the boat to leave.
So,
Hey,
Katie, have you?
Bobby, how can you pick up P-Pop? It's like
No.
the almost your exact same size, unless you changed again.
I did
No,
change.
They changed again. We both changed
I
again.
need to start watching backwards now.
Okay, Katie. Here's my character description. Tiefling, about 4'10", 80 pounds, fair skin, like looks like a normal human skin-wise, a fair human, blue eyes, dark blue hair, small horns, and yeah, she's dressed like a normal, everyday person, maybe slightly more well-kept, but yeah. So he just picked her up, and she's not cute, and she does not like being called cute.
Hi, I'm Smash.
Freaking times as I want.
So-
No!
Smash is a dragonborn paladin. So he's just stupid strong and just he's not very bright either. He's not the brightest
A
person.
whole new cast except for me. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yep, because
The
our
only person that stayed is the one that just jumped in the middle and was like, "I'm here today."
Well, like Wanderin
Yes.
died.
Derek, what have you done?
Drop a thing.
Okay, apparently.
Is it still full of M&Ms?
Yep.
Apparently not. Never mind.
Hand here.
It
Can I have
isn't-
some?
It isn't full anymore.
John's a tiefling.
Yes, I am.
Again.
Yes.
That was not a surprise to me, but...
Anyway,
So yes, the dragonborn paladin in full plate, not full plate, it's chain. In chainmail, picks up the tiefling, sets them on the boat.
put me down.
You are down, and then just starts getting ready to go.
Come on, get on the boat. What is your name? You. Orc lady. Miss,
Sorry, your voice is cutting out.
what is your name?
Morocco, and I'm already on the boat.
Oh, I didn't know that out of
She's
character.
directly behind you.
I was not aware of character. My character looks not that on the Discord. There's
No.
this.
If I turn Katie up too strong, it will be overpowering everything. That's why I said that.
Then just turn up our sensitivity so she can hear us.
The real problem is that my internet connection's not good. That's the problem. Not
Ah.
sensitivity, internet connection.
Oh, look at that glorious 180p. No, 144. Whatever it is, I don't remember.
Well, currently it says that it's at 144p, so
Wow.
suspicious confirmed.
Anyway, the magnificence of beginning YouTubers. 3 years in, still beginners.
Well, of course.
Gotta get on that Skillshare, you know.
Gotta get on that Skillshare. Not sponsored by Skillshare, although we wish we were.
I don't know how you'd navigate. I'm assuming.
Please, somebody
Has
sponsor
the store
us,
that you would
anyone.
navigate off
Anyone.
of disappeared?
Anyone
Yes.
at all.
Please.
God?
He's going to navigate by God. Okay.
Yes.
Captain, let's
Yes.
let him think he's
You're all
navigating,
going to die,
but we navigate.
and it'll be your fault.
He's.
I want to go here.
Hold on. Do you have water vehicles proficiency?
I have land vehicles proficiency.
No, do we actually have a reason to go there?
I have no vehicle.
Other than it is a random place on the
Good
map
job.
that you found at some point.
I found it in there, and it looks fun. Is the reason I want to go there.
So it's either caught with the bad lizard man, or it is desert map thing.
Who knows? This might be the place where the Wizard Man's tower was. We don't know that.
It was not in the desert.
It might not have been a
It
desert
was
at
far
that
to
point.
the north.
Apparently, we know it's not the desert. So
This
that
is far
much
to
has
the
been-
north relative of other places.
No, it is not.
Is this the same laboratory the other characters went to?
No,
Okay.
it is not.
Quit being unreasonable, little.
It's not an actual library. It's just a mark on a map. I don't know what's there.
We're just assuming it's a library because it's in the desert and we've watched Avatar too many times.
Yes, that is exactly the reasoning. Okay, if we're not gonna go there, where else? Where do you guys want to go? If you guys say, I don't know, we're going to the desert.
He mumbles under his breath and kind of shrugs and looks at the captain.
We're going to the desert.
Looks
I
at
made
the captain.
Feeding a god of some kind. Granted, I wasn't really paying attention during that part.
Again,
We just got here.
if we want to find out why Arias Valaris dominates the night sky, I lost my accent for a second there. If we wish to find out why Arias Valaris dominates the night sky, perhaps it would be best to seek out this laboratory.
He would navigate using the sun.
We can only do that during the day.
Exactly. But
Also,
we can only travel when we can navigate. Unless we want to end up
You
somewhere.
can't stop in the middle of the ocean and wait for day. You can't stop traveling to wait for day to come.
You could stop moving in a purposeful direction.
and is that helpful?
That's the
With
opposite
drifting.
of navigation.
Well, it's
Because then you
How many
just know you're
options
going
do you have?
It's like
east.
just walking around in a
Or you
circle
know you're
because
going
it went tonight.
northeast.
That's not a good idea.
Anyway,
Let's
I
just
found-
go aimlessly somewhere because we can't see where we're going. Might as well have fun.
well,
I-
once we hit land, we know where we are.
I have a feeling that the mark on this map that we found in the same place that the laboratory was described might lead there. I don't know. Call it a hunch. But
Laboratories can have interesting things in them.
I am feeling
I still don't like the desert idea though.
that might be where it is, though.
Mm,
I have a good feeling that's where it is. Is there writing on the map, on the back, on the front?
There was a small amount of writing on the map.
Can I read it?
Do you have the map?
I have the map with me, yes.
No. Do you have the map?
Yes, I have it in my inventory.
Do you have the map? It was a physical handout.
Was it the same one that Vondrain got?
Yes.
Huh. That map.
No, this map that we found with the mark in the desert of Sunistan.
Is this not the same map?
I don't
I
know.
have no. Well,
But
mine
it's-
was just south of the.
It was in the desert of Sunistan, just south
Yes.
of the Zellum Woods.
There we go.
I didn't get this map, so I have no idea.
Well, it's in my inventory, so I'm assuming he gave it to me.
He wouldn't have given it to you. He didn't even remember he had it. How did you get this map?
I think he did give
Where
it to
did
me,
this
actually. I
map
think
come
I'm
from?
remembering.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the only map I've ever done that has a mark in the desert of Sunistan is that map.
Yes.
Well, I found it in the place on the table. I found something on the place in the table. I found 3 books, a piece of paper with a knife next to it.
Oh, right, I remember why that was there now.
This is that?
It's the same map. It's just more complete. This one didn't have writing on the back.
Oh, cool.
This one does not?
Yeah, it didn't have holes. It didn't have holes burned in it, and there was no writing on the back.
Vondrain has the writing.
Well
It
then,
is actually the same map. That's why I was so confused.
Okay.
I knew it was. I knew I
It's a
had
map
it.
leading
Yeah.
to the exact same thing. That's why. Yeah.
Well then, let's go here.
Question: is Vondrain and the other guy outside already? I'm assuming they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
They already left.
Yeah, they probably left last night.
They're gone.
Darn it. Like, they knew... Vondrain's Wanderer feature, he knew what direction he was going.
Yep.
We don't.
Yep.
You have navigator's tools. Give them to the captain. She can.
I have navigator's tools and the proficiency to use them. It's the problem I don't know what I'm navigating off because we're missing the star that you normally would use.
Navigator's tools do not allow you to magically navigate.
It's not like nowadays where we have a compass that tells us what direction we need to be going.
Navigator's tools are more like a
Yes,
map
that
of the
was
stars
other
and where they would
dimension.
lead.
Exactly.
Do we have enough stars?
That depends.
He has proficiency. Do we have enough stars?
That depends.
I can give him guidance.
I can give myself guidance. I really wanted to.
You have that spell?
I believe so. I believe it's Paladin, Cleric, basically everything.
No, it's only Paladin and Cleric. Actually, no, Paladins don't get cantrips. It's only Cleric.
It's only Cleric. I forgot that Paladins don't get cantrips.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna...
So I can give it to you.
You're not a Cleric.
Yes, but I'm a
He
warlock.
has-
Oh.
He's Pact of the Tome.
Screw you.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and you cannot stop me. Here, use
Well, that's
this.
what I was thinking of. That's a completely separate thing.
Yeah, that's a different spell.
Let's see
Or
if you
they're worded
can
similarly.
proficiency your way.
I don't have to have.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
What are
cast
you doing?
guidance
I'm
on
not
you.
the only one that can cast
That will
spells anymore.
help you be better at some sort of ability you choose to use within that 1 minute. So, use that book
What time of day is it?
with the. As soon as it turns tonight, we're going to.
Exactly.
As soon as it turns tonight,
I'm figuring it's early.
You did this early morning. So.
Yep.
Let's navigate
It's
using the
maybe
sun.
noon now.
Oh,
Navigate using the noontime sun.
Exactly.
Which direction should we go? That
it's not
way.
working. Why isn't it working?
alright,
Because I can't see
So-
the frickin' stars!
we wait until night. I give you.
Maybe if you squint
This
really
thing.
hard, you can see some of them.
Why would we wait till night? We have the noon sun.
Listen, just believe me, it's better if we wait till night for
Looks
this
at
to
the
work.
Captain. He's literally dragged you out of water. He doesn't trust you. You ran away, but the captain stood their ground. He had to drag you out of the water to keep you from drowning. Like, at least...
And I
Once
saved
for
your
that one.
life twice.
Want to sell it
You almost
a
got
little
killed
bit
Yes,
twice.
I know. That was by frickin' armor. He
Yes.
trusts you in combat, not anywhere else.
Ooh,
That's a-
burn.
That's not even a burn, Katie. That's not even. It's just a statement.
It's a little burn.
He trusts you in combat because you've proven yourself. He doesn't trust you anywhere else.
Captain, help me here. Please
He's looking
explain.
at the captain for direction. Like, he's just sitting there like,
You both are now looking at the NPC for help.
yes.
I'm not looking at her for help. I'm telling her to tell him. That's
Is
stars.
is
He's
that
not the captain.
helping?
He's not the captain. He doesn't direct the ship. He's
Okay.
the director of the ship. Someone who's done it before.
You,
He's not smart
miss.
enough to make decisions.
Orc lady, miss.
What?
Isn't it better to navigate by the stars than just by the sun?
Well,
It
you have to
depends
navigate by
what kind
both.
of
You can't just navigate by one or the other.
navigational tools you have. Granted, I'm not very good at that. My job was to pillage and kill people, on, save them on their
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
occasions.
So you have to navigate using both. It's not just like you choose one or the other. It's you use both. But right now we have the sun, and you're telling us to wait till we have the stars.
Yes,
I'm just asking
because
why.
we can get a more direct path with multiple points to triangulate our position rather than 1 point.
Would that be true?
Though it begs the question, do you actually know where on Earth in the Evanor Sea you are?
I believe I would because I got
We're just
there.
off the map, right here.
It's true. You
So I got there
managed to
somehow.
get there.
Exactly. And I'm figuring that he wouldn't have just been like, row in that direction.
Go in that direction.
And my character also...
Wait, no, east!
My character also managed to get there, so we obviously know some way of navigating.
Just because you managed to get there doesn't mean you can effectively get there again or navigate there again. There were also a lot more stars when you were trying to get there. They're disappearing literally every night.
Ah!
Like,
Clairvoyance won't help me. That helps me see a place, not go to a place. Do I have...
Hold on, there's 3 moons. Would I be able to navigate based off the moons?
the moons all follow the same path.
That
Okay.
Like,
maybe...
it's like ever so slightly offset for the other two, but basically the three of them just
They follow the
follow
same
each other
track,
through the
basically.
sky,
Okay. It was worth asking.
It was worth it.
I could send a sending to try and get us some help. I could send it to... You know who I could send the sending to? Ihaka and...
You don't know those people.
Yeah, we met them.
You walked by them. My character stopped and talked to them.
I stopped
I
too.
know them.
Remember?
You
I
know
know
them.
Haka, sort of. My
I mean,
character
but
does,
you,
at least.
like,
I
you
stopped
asked
them.
and after one person. You walked by them, remember? You just walked by them after seeing them and deciding that they weren't the people that you were told to look for.
I don't remember that. Well, I can make a scroll of sending. I have
You're
parchment.
told to look for that.
I can... You specifically.
Why me?
You and a royal person who acts like a dork hole.
You, the audience, you.
Let's see.
Anyway, I could make a scroll of sending, hand it to you. You could use it, which doesn't require a check because it's a scroll.
Yes, yes, it does.
Dang it!
That's it.
Oh, boy.
Scrolls work in a similar way to spells. They're just one use spells.
I would have to assist with that,
Also,
but I could
Ollie,
make
I
it.
think mailing pizza is not the best of ideas.
Mailing pizza?
Like, just maybe.
Oh,
Just maybe.
Oh, I get it.
Hell yeah. I just said that. Yeah.
Anyway, does anybody here know those 2 people who were on the beach?
I mean, they were fairly nice and knew where they were going.
Referring to the man that looks like a tree and the man that has tattoos all over his face. In that case, maybe.
Okay, she starts writing down the sending scroll. She's like, expending a
Do you
piece.
have the proper amount of money to make a sending scroll? And do you have the materials required?
What is sending scroll?
Do you have
material?
magical ink?
Do I have magical ink? I do not have magical ink. Why is this so dumb? I have
That is-
cartographers.
There are a lot of things used to make a scroll. You can't just magically whip up a scroll. That's not how magic works.
This is stupid. I don't like this.
Derek, I was sitting here flipping through all the spells I can get my hands on, looking for something that would tell us what north was. Divine Favor! Nope, that one that lets you deal more damage. Darn it. Next.
Divine favor.
Well, like, it sounds like something that could do that. Hey God, what direction's north? That way.
Detect thoughts.
Thanks.
It depends on whether or not the god actually wants to tell you. He could tell you to go the wrong direction, too.
It also depends on which god you pray to.
Exactly. I don't think Kovar really wants to help our whatever his freaking name is. I don't know the name of the old god that I worship. This is pretty bad.
Kavor. You worship
Come on,
Kavor.
there we go.
I am a patron. My patron
Right.
is Tyrell.
I am a patron.
I am the patron of Tyrell. Tyrell is the patron of me.
You are not Tyrell's patron. Tyrell has no patron. Tyrell needs
message.
no patron.
Sending.
Tiefling, what is your class again?
I am a warlock. I have some.
Warlock. Why do we have so many magic users all of a sudden?
Because-
Magic users are fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're fun.
So
It's like,
I
oh,
have a
wouldn't-
spell. I'm gonna use what I
He died
I know
2,000
someone.
magic user of some kind.
I could. How far away is the person I'm attached to? How far away are they?
What person you're attached to?
Shh, you don't know this.
I'm asking that out of character.
You don't get to know until it's revealed in the story.
What was the race? Because I can't remember.
Human. I told you he was a big, Viking of a guy. What if it was Yaka?
No. That ship has sailed.
Literally!
So... he'd probably...
Don't laugh at me, Katie.
Well, we'll say he lives on Eastern Eltonarel.
Eastern?
Yeah.
So over here?
We'll say around Velte.
Guys, does he know how to sail?
Does who know that?
I don't know if he knows
Okay.
how to sail.
I'm gonna use sending. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna do it.
Will you figure that out? I'll be back in a minute.
Like I should figure
And
out
that's-
off this
I
island
can-
without being able to navigate by stars.
I can use that as a third
Well,
level.
like, I figure in the future he's
Spell.
gonna find if the stars keep disappearing, he's gonna find someone and ask them for a magic item that always points north.
I think there's a spell that just does that.
I haven't found one yet.
I used to have an item that did that. I press button 6 and it points north. Button 6 out of
Yeah.
12.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
That was just...
Silent image. SLSESEN. Sending. Verbal, Semitic, and material. I don't know what the
Those are components.
VSM.
What is the material component for sending?
A short piece of fine copper wire.
Yeah, you probably have that.
Haha.
You send him a telegram. Look at you.
Listen, I'm limited to
I
200.
couldn't listen.
I'm limited to 255 characters. Okay.
No, it's 25 words.
So it's a tweet then.
Yes, it's
Tweet.
basically a tweet. I'm limited, very limited in the words I can choose.
Yep, 25 words. Let's see.
I can't really do much. My main priority is healing other people, and I haven't been here enough to actually do that.
What's the island name we're on?
Good question.
I
Well,
would
I'm
know.
so glad
I would have had to
could
ask
listen.
to get here.
You
As a
actually
person
have
in the desert,
no
being able to
idea.
create water, that's probably a really good idea.
From what you understand, this island doesn't actually have a name.
Hmm.
And on most maps, doesn't exist.
I would have told him where I was going.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have known where the island was.
I would have known the
Necessarily.
general area.
You'd have known the general area, but you wouldn't have known the name of the island, or really anything about it.
I'm gonna try anyway. Sending! Habooba-da-boo-ba! That is A. Do I use my spell attack bonus? This is an attack
You
spell.
don't roll for it.
Oh, I just use it.
It's there. It should be on your sheet.
Stuck on island. You know how to sail? Question mark? Those two, just like the inflection. Can you pick me up?
Hey, yo, can you come get me? They starting to drink alcohol. Mom!
I'm stuck. Help!
I'm stuck. Help,
And-
close.
And the sending.
Okay.
Have we figured it out? Or no? Do we know how to get off the island in the
Send
correct
a
direction?
sending to someone in Velte.
Dang connection.
I mean, that's
You
where-
know how to sail? Come pick me up.
on the island.
On the island, you know how to sail. Come pick me up.
I'm stuck. Help.
Help, pulse.
Help, please.
Do I have a second level spell? Hey, Derek. Hold
Um,
on.
I don't really know how to sail.
I have a question.
Nor do I know where this island is you speak of.
I told you where I was going. I know I can't talk to him, but I'm
Thank
yelling
you.
this out.
Vaguely.
Ah, so your friend isn't too helpful.
No!
Hey, Derek. How creative
How'd you
with
spend so
locate
much time
object
on
can I
that
get?
useless spell?
It wasn't so much. It wasn't a lot
Are
of
you
time.
trying
It
to
was
locate?
instant once I decided to do it.
Mhm.
Once I decided to do it, it was
I'm
instant.
assuming you won't let me just locate north.
I hate to break it to you, there's a range, and it has to be an object.
I know.
No. Dang it. Alright.
Never had people that have
Is
this
there an
problem
object
being
that
on-
is north of us?
Do I know?
There is probably an object north
We
of
don't
you
need-
somewhere.
We don't need to know north. All we need to know is west. We'll
Once,
sail this way.
once we have north, we can figure out west and everything else.
Which direction
If
does
we
the sun? Is the
consistently-
sun east to west, Derek?
If we consistently have one
Yes, the
direction
sun
we
rises
know,
in the east and sets in the west.
It does?
Yes.
We go the direction the
except
sun
for that we
sets.
have minimum of 8 hours where the sun isn't there.
Actually, the sun did just set. I did say that.
Oh, really?
I just barely remembered.
Well,
It's not
look at
actually
that.
noon. The sun did just set. That's my apology. My apology.
Well then, all this is redacted. Let's go that way.
Question. Where can I see
And we follow the direction the
star
stars are moving.
where the direction that one particular star that keeps shining, where is it compared to the sun?
It is at the zenith.
Like,
The zenith.
it's straight up right now.
Straight up. So
That's unhelpful.
it's actually
We-
always been at the zenith since it appeared.
Which is weird.
Yep.
However, we don't really need to know where in relation it is because
You
everything
have-
is rotating towards the west. So all we have to do is follow the direction everything is going.
Do you think we have enough attention to do that? Do we?
I will do it.
Can we?
You can certainly try. You'll eventually have to sleep.
We can take watches.
I take no watch.
You are out of character. Katie, why?
Because her character wouldn't take a watch.
And she does not care.
I guess we'll eat you
There are a
first.
few things she cares about, and she doesn't know any of you right now.
So Derek, where are we actually
Especially
located
a dragon
over here?
who came
Like,
around and a tick with horns.
middle-ish?
Like, I'm gonna go somewhere. And
It's
I'm
probably
like,
more
okay.
middle-ish.
Why?
So-
Other than that, you have no idea.
west. We go west, and even if we're off, we'll eventually hit this.
You will eventually hit the continent.
Yes.
If you just go west, you will eventually hit the continent.
So, Captain, we heading towards the sun?
The sun has already
So
set.
we've settled on
Oh.
exactly what I was trying to say in the beginning.
Points at what direction the sun set. We going that way?
Well, we might as well. I have heard no better ideas.
And he sets the sails and gets
stole
going.
my idea.
I'm not used to being the one
He
that-
stole my idea that I stated in the beginning.
Well, I was told we shouldn't follow the sun because we can only see the sun for part of the day, for during the day. So that's what I was basing that off of, until we had nothing better. So at this point, we're following the sun for as much as we can see it for.
We're following the sun and then everything else that flows towards the east. Following the sun.
He's following the sun. He's not watching the rest of the sky.
I'm going to watch the rest of the sky.
Okay.
Yes, that direction.
So, you stare at a point on the horizon as you start to sail.
He stares exactly where he last saw the sun.
Which was a while ago. Actually, before you started setting up the ship.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
the
crap.
sun set as the Viking burial was going on.
Oh.
So, I need
Oh.
you... I'll say you can roll with your navigator's tools. But disadvantage due to your
The sun.
navigating by a thing you cannot see.
Yeah. Alright, that's cocked, definitely.
Since it landed on the other dice.
Yes, it landed on all the other dice. So that's a 14 plus 3. So 17.
So you think you know roughly which way the sun was, and you start sailing off in that direction.
Even if he didn't, the captain would be able to be like,
That's assuming the captain remembers exactly which direction the sun
The captain is
exactly
not
where
some
the sunset
inhuman
was.
being.
Maybe it's
captain's
me.
not
Like
anymore.
Maybe it's me in this
Not a
world.
god, even though we might think she is at times, she is not.
Even if it's me in this world, even when I go camping in a place I've never been to, I remember which direction the sun set when I woke up.
Vaguely.
No, I remember that direction.
I don't.
Exactly there. I like to watch the
Apparently you're in a lot
sunset.
better directions than I am, 'cause I
You're
have
also
no
not a
idea.
normal human.
I am not. However, it just
Exactly,
is so
that's-
weird to me to think, how do you not know where the sun set?
Well, if you're in a place where
I
you
don't
aren't
pay attention to which
familiar with
direction the sun
the area,
sets in.
it's a little bit harder to remember sunset because you don't have any kind of landmark familiar.
True. We're in the middle
So
of the
it's
ocean.
like,
there is
there's
away
nothing
from the
about
island.
random
And there's the
places
island.
I've seen before.
Let's sail away from the island.
That's
And
what we're
this-
doing! Towards where I
Possibly
believe the
ocean
sun
where
was
is
last.
here, I don't
Anyway,
know.
Derek, let's skip forward.
Sailing
So-
on the ocean blue.
Mhm.
We'll say after a few days of roughly sailing west, you notice a storm gathering ahead of you.
Garbage. Do I have anything to
So
help with
lovely.
this?
I'm assuming that whenever the sun came up and went down, we reset our west a little bit more to be more
Yeah, pretty much every day.
westish. Cool. Which means we can't drift too far off. Of course. God.
I can keep us dry with prestidigitation, but not much else. I can't help. Not with this,
Oh.
I can't.
Let's look at what's.
Well, I can destroy water, but that requires just over. That's basically like trying to use a flamethrower to start a small campfire. It's,
Can you take away the ocean, please, for a minute?
I can only destroy up to 10 gallons of water. I
Yeah,
don't think
not-
I really do.
100 billion trillion gallons. I don't know how
Many,
gallons of
many,
water
many,
the ocean
many.
is. Does anyone calculate how many gallons of water the ocean is?
I bet we could find it with a
There's
simple
somebody
Google
has.
search.
I
Anyway.
A lot more than 10.
Are we gonna have to do...
don't know.
Are we gonna have to do
Oh
a
my
skills
God, that's
challenge
too
to get through the storm?
Are you going through the storm?
Is there a way around it?
Probably if you sail substantially north or south.
It's a storm. We are not sailing through it. I've been through too many of those to go through it again.
Which direction does the storm seem to be moving in?
Roughly towards you.
It's the dang Flying Dutchman. Anyway.
So we are going north some.
Like Kraken.
Not the
I'm going to change our course to northwest, northwest, north.
North by Northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah, there you go. That one.
I think
English.
you're the most city boy out of
Yes,
all of us.
Probably. I build things. That's what I do.
So you turn to start heading quite a lot north, and you notice the storm is gaining faster than you're going north. And it seems to just be gathering more and more. See the occasional
it's
flash of
actively
light.
coming towards us regardless of which direction we're turning. Is that what's happening right
Yeah.
now?
Well, it's-
pretty much at this point, yeah.
Well, considering it's so much bigger than us, if it's moving in our general direction, even a little bit faster than we're moving in a direction, it's gonna hit us.
yeah.
I mean, it's a storm. They move faster than we do. By a lot.
If
On
only
a
we had...
single-masted ship when the wind is blowing the wrong direction? Yeah.
I
The wind
No,
is not
I
windy
can't.
right now.
I can't do that. That would be horrible to do.
What?
What?
I was considering being like, here, hold this shard of the elements and guide us that direction.
You have to attune to it. Holding it is not enough.
That would have been funny though.
That would have been interesting.
Here.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Josh wouldn't let his character do that at
No.
this point.
Okay, that's the point that I don't care if I'm metagaming or not. I'm being like, no,
No.
not happening.
No.
No.
He's dealt with it way more than you have.
You know what we
Maybe you should
can do.
attune to it.
Hey, I know what we can do. Have the captain attune to it. Because she's retiring anyway.
Okay, so she'll just keep it forever. You totally don't need it.
No, she doesn't have to keep it.
She cannot willingly unattune.
Yes, she can't willingly unattune, but we can still take it.
That doesn't mean she's not going to try to take it back.
Does she want it?
If we just drop
If you
the
attune
subject,
to
please
it,
and thank you.
yes.
Oh, hey,
You
Derek.
want it if you attune to it. That sucks.
I have a magic item that I've attuned to.
Which item?
Sphere. My
Which-
big.
Oh, I forgot I filled
Which-
it.
oh, the
Is
Heart of the
anybody
Sea?
with an
Yeah,
alcohol
the heart of the sea.
ticket?
That was what it was. I've got a hold up. Hold up.
You just realized this now.
No,
It
it's
really
in the
took
back
me
of my
that long.
mind. It's in the back of my mind where I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get details for that. Would that have let me guide us north? I mean, not
I
north.
wouldn't have let you.
Okay, cool.
However, it does allow you to cast a few spells of interesting varieties.
Calm
Do
Storm.
you have some sort
There's
of?
no spell called
There's
Calm
no-
Storm.
There isn't, but there is a spell called Peace Be Still.
No, Jesus was not a wizard. He was a level 20 cleric with divine intervention.
Jesus
He
is
really
not
was.
a member of a D&D group. Holy crap.
Yes, he was.
Oh, God.
He was a level 20
Stop.
cleric with divine intervention.
True.
Miracles are not the same as magic.
They're not.
Oh, that's funny though. It's hilarious though.
Anyway.
I broke the camera.
Yeah, you did. Now
So
it's
I
flashing
can't
because of
protect you
you.
from the lightning and thunder, though, if that push comes to shove.
Anyway, continue on with your questions.
would any of the item help me with dealing with a storm?
One of them just so happens to be control weather.
Seriously?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. Pulls it
You're
out.
as bad as Mondrian.
He-
To
he's
some degree, yes.
because he's played by the same person. Oh,
Right, I got this magical artifact that's called the Heart of the Sea.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
I knew it was there, and I'm like, maybe he has a good reason for not using it. Maybe he asked Derek during the week what it did, and it can't help us.
No,
He didn't
I
even bring it up.
I
I don't
assumed
have
that
any
you were
details
smarter
on
than
it.
I'm sorry that I assumed you were smarter than this.
Because it wasn't important during the week. During the week, I have
Yeah.
other things to worry about. Just like you had a hectic week at work, I had
Yeah,
the same
I
thing.
know. I insult people I like.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
But why the?
You have a penny now.
This is a dime.
Not a penny.
I can't see it. It's literally on edge.
What color
It's
is
silver!
I see a round object on edge.
Anyway,
No telling what color it is. It is a small object. Anyway,
does your character know that it does this?
yes.
All right.
Derek has told me that you understand what an item does when you attune to it.
Mm-hmm.
And your character didn't tell us this.
But no avoiding it then.
You waited until now.
Well, yes, I wanted to avoid the storm. I don't
You're
want
not
to.
Mondrian.
Oh yeah. Well, crap.
Big dumb
This is
dragonborn.
gonna take a while.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna have to choose an accent you like for him.
Well, like
Yep.
I didn't. I wanted to avoid this. I wanted to avoid the storm, not go into it. I'm sorry. Screw you.
Am I hearing Davy Jones' organ in the background? No, I mean really, the music.
It does kind of sound like it, except it's a lot happier. Just sounds just up. It's like,
So can I use it to like either get us a path through the storm or
it would
just
be a
dispel
path
it?
through the storm. You cannot dispel a storm.
Cool. Well,
That would at least be the shard of
Like
the
a little
elements
eye just for us.
No help in it.
to dispel a storm.
there we go. We're sailing right through that.
So,
Is it like a pillar of effect?
as you sail towards it, it is basically a pillar.
Okay, so we can still see the
a
sky.
small area of the storm parts in front of the ship, and you can still see the rain beating down on the water in front, the lightning flashing outside, occasionally crossing the area.
Never down though.
Mom
doesn't-
starts getting some other
Well, it is-
spells ready.
He doesn't even
It is
look up.
possible the lightning could strike the ship.
That sucks.
He doesn't even look up. He just keeps going through the little path he created.
My character keeps looking up. By the way, none of you have ever asked her name.
I don't care.
You don't
Probably
care to
got
know.
next session anyway.
She'll volunteer it anyway.
You
You
don't-
do realize that after 3 months, it took, like, of people being on a ship that I had worked on for several years for me to even know their freaking names, okay? I don't care about people. It takes a long time for me to give a damn about anybody. And that has not happened yet with anybody in the group that we have met, any of the characters.
My character, I almost said her name again. She just keeps looking up into the sky every few minutes like, yep. Yep.
She might be curious at some point and ask for it, but it'll probably take a while.
He just keeps sailing through the little path he's created.
Well, if there's
Doesn't
nothing
look
else
up,
to
doesn't
do...
look at anything else, just keeps going.
You would notice that the arcane crystal is glowing slightly, ever so faintly.
And I don't remember it doing this before.
It didn't do it before, no.
Captain, would I know she's a captain? I would!
Yes.
By this point, yes.
Yes.
You just
We
burned an
sent
entire
out her
ship
entire
of people.
crew.
Anyway. The crystal, does it usually do this?
Not that I have seen.
Thanks for
I look into it. I look through it. Does it show me the future?
You're looking through, are you still facing the same direction?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a tiny bit brighter.
Turn a little bit.
Which direction? Left or right?
Any.
Left or right?
Left.
It gets dimmer.
Turn right.
It gets brighter for a little bit, and then it gets dimmer again.
Go back to the brightest point.
You'd reckon it's probably pointing northwest.
Do I notice the fact? No, you wouldn't.
Notice-
He's just sailing.
You're
Well,
just...
Alcove is kind of looking at you.
Effectively, he's just like, God.
What are you doing?
The only problem with control weather is the waves are still really choppy.
Yeah, so
It's
he's
just
focused
getting rid
on.
of the sky, yeah.
Miss.
He's focused on sailing.
Miss.
Hit.
Katie. You are Miss.
Okay, I can, you keep cutting out, so I can't hear you all the way.
Alright. I'll have to just talk in my normal voice then. Miss.
What?
What do you reckon this means? It gets brighter when I point it in this certain direction.
Then we go in that direction. It seems like it's doing some sort of navigational
Magics.
thing. I don't know.
Does anybody tell the guy who's, driving?
As soon as she suggests...
What?
I
Yeah?
have a direction for you to go! Hey, horny one, tell him.
Horny one? Hello?
Nicknames if she doesn't know their name, and she doesn't care, the double entendre. She actually...
Listen, you could have
You
called
have
me...
horns.
I have horns. I also have
Therefore,
a
you're
tail.
the horny one.
You could have chosen tail.
No, we're sticking with horny one.
Fine. Dang it. All right.
I told you,
That way.
Rebecca does not care, and she likes to... she enjoys...
He starts,
suffering.
like,
She's a bit of a
slowly guiding
psychopath.
it more that way. Does the path that is there, does that follow the ship?
It
That's
follows
centered on
the...
you.
Sweet!
That's...
Hallelujah!
Oh yeah, this is your first campaign and first spellcaster, so... I forgot.
Not first spellcaster, first time using control weather. I haven't read every single spell in the book.
I'm assuming that it
Guilty
followed
as
whoever
charged.
cast it.
Huh?
Guilty as charged.
Well, spells can be kind of funny that way, so we have to make sure. So shush your bucket.
Exactly. It could be that
You
he
shush
literally
your
just
bucket.
parted the...
And start
Fucking
bailing.
Part of the red storm
Plant
Yes.
one here.
of Jupiter.
Drops
So-
of Jupiter.
He directs it slowly. Tell me when to stop.
Signal when the
Keep
time
an eye
is.
on that little one.
Alright.
Tell us to...
And you start heading more northwest.
Okay.
After a few hours, you do break through the storm.
Oh, fine.
Just go up and stand next to the guys. We don't have to keep shouting.
I hold my course as best as I can.
Oh, I thought you said I hold my corset as best as I can.
Yes, my corset.
Okay.
I'm no longer
That's
guiding
how
the
we
ship,
get
I'm holding my
the
corset as best
There's
as
a
I
corset
can.
underneath his armor.
So,
Cross-dressing Dragonborn. Katie, start the fan art.
about 2
Oh,
weeks
heavens, no, I'm
later,
not going in that direction. That's furry territory.
He's a Dragonborn. Do it.
about 2 weeks
No.
later,
It's D&D. Okay.
stop dogging. About 2 weeks later, you do eventually hit land. You don't know where you are, but you assumed hit El Tonero.
We've hit someplace that seems big enough to be a continent.
Yes.
Effectively.
It's pretty hard to be like, yeah, this small island, yep, is a
This
continent.
is El Tonero.
It's a little smaller than last time I remember.
I guess we didn't save the world after all. A flood happened.
The Great Flood. We didn't
Wow.
notice because we were on the ocean.
We didn't? Because all the water kept... I was wondering why the island kept getting bigger. All the water kept moving inland. Anyway. Continue.
Alright, anybody know where we are?
Wait, wouldn't that make the island smaller, not bigger, if it kept moving inland?
No, if it kept moving in towards the continent.
Oh.
The ocean just turns like.
Different kind of inland, okay.
A different
Exactly.
inland. The second inland. The second one.
Peak of a tiny mountain. It's like that reading the flag.
Second up, third. Okay, alright.
It's like Legend
Okay.
of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I haven't
All
played
over
those.
go.
again.
I haven't played those games. Anyway,
I want to switch. That's...
I don't know where we are, but I know where we can go. Use the crystal.
It's still glowing.
Yeah,
Which direction?
northwest. North. Did I say west? Yeah,
You
west
said
is
northwest.
correct. West is correct.
You said
Northwest.
when I first started.
This way! And this belonged to the guy, so it's probably his tower or whatever. Follow me. Follow me!
I secure the boat
Crystal
and then
shoved
proceed
up
to
against
follow
your eye.
the
Follow
horny
where
one.
I am guiding you.
Follow, for I will guide you! This way!
Because Morocco has literally nothing better to do, she decides to follow along.
My character looks so excited. She's like, we're going a place!
Anytime you look at the dragon,
a place.
anytime you look at the dragonborn, he's just kind of like shrugging. Really? Okay, whatever.
Morocco looks like she's trying to keep track of small preschoolers at this point. She's very fed up and annoyed.
I can't move any faster than your character, Katie, so it's not hard to keep track of mine. I'm 4'9". I'm not very fast.
But it's like, she has the face of a preschool teacher that's been kind of thing.
Onwards!
So you continue heading
This way.
northwest.
No. Do-do-do.
After a few days' travel, it becomes blatantly apparent, at least, that this is not an area that's terribly easy to find food in.
I'm getting hungry.
We might want to find something to eat.
you miss all your
wonders? After all, we have been traveling for days.
Hey Derek, did the boat have food
And
on
we
it?
don't know where we are. Have we found any
It looks like the boat
signs?
had a couple weeks' rations.
Alright, good to know.
Take those. Anyway, have we seen any
We-
signs of
we're on the ship
civilization?
for a couple of weeks.
Not.
And we're gone.
During one of the nights, I would probably check back up with my friend, say, hey, we made it to something that seems... on what seems to be a ton. Out of character. I have to remember to keep track of my words so I don't run out. Back in. Don't know where I am. Can't find food. Advice? Question mark.
Well, I don't really know how to help you if you're somewhere on Elton.
She laughs. Yeah, we should have thought of that before I came here.
You're somewhere on Elton.
I don't know.
Elton is the planet! The material plane!
Oh, Eltonerel. Eltonerel, I mean.
Too late now!
No! You know what I meant. My character would know what I meant.
Elton is the material plane!
Derek,
You're somewhere on the material plane!
my
It's
character...
too late, it's too late!
No,
You
no.
can't change it, no retconning!
Derek, it's not retconning because my character would know. I made a mistake. My character would not have.
Your character
You already
could
said
have
it.
easily
Your
said
character made
that.
the mistake.
Your character will make the mistake if you make the mistake, John. It's happened to me.
That's how
It's not my
D&D
mistake.
works. You control the character.
That's the whole point of a player character.
I hate that.
So you're somewhere on Elton.
Eltonerel. Oh, dang it.
Well, try to stay safe.
She's smacking herself in the face.
How is it
Why?
possibly supposed to help you if you're hungry somewhere on Iltan?
The Rocket's opinion of you is not improving, and you're not making it any better.
She slaps herself in the face. I'm on Eltonaril, not Elton. I'm on Elton and Eltonaril. Why did I say that? No!
It's like saying, hey, I'm somewhere on Earth. Could you give me a ride?
I need some help. I'm kind of hungry. I'm on Earth
Could you
somewhere.
order me a pizza? I'm on Earth.
You can't triangulate ascending. Not like a phone call.
No.
Definitely
And even
can.
then, most normal people can't triangulate a phone call, so...
I know some people. Anyway.
John, you're scaring me. Don't do that.
I've got a question. Do
It's
we run
not
into
that
any
hard.
animals?
You do run into a few rabbits.
I asked them to direct me towards food. Bigger food. Or bigger animals.
Just kill the rabbits! They're right there!
So you ask them to direct you towards food.
Yes.
They look at the grass. Rabbits are herbivores.
I have to speak with animals, Derek, so I am talking to them.
That only
They're not
works
going to guide you towards
for them to
appearance.
respond if they have a high enough intelligence.
Oh, true.
Rabbits do not have an intelligence of 3.
They do not.
Is there anything bigger around?
Are below average human intelligence
They look at a
by
tree
a
in the
large
distance.
margin.
Do they really look at a tree in the distance?
Sure.
I forgot how stupid rabbits are.
They look at you slightly upset.
I forgot that talking to cows never ends well.
Try to diplomatize the horses next, why don't you?
The horses are smart enough I could talk to them.
Are they?
Really, their intelligence is 5.
If they have an intelligence of 5, then you would be able to talk to them. But you don't see any horses around.
By the way, I'm going to summon my steed as soon as we're on land.
Alright.
I have a horse!
I forgot.
As soon as you realize you're on land a few days later. Okay, a horse.
He got bored, he's like...
Like this now?
Give me
Yeah.
those corn nuts.
Well, he's like... Alright. Time to summon my horse.
Stale corn nuts.
Actually.
Congratulations, you idiot.
Those are
So-
stale.
Elk?
You've told your significant other that you're somewhere on Elton. And you
Derek,
have to
story reveal!
Can I have an elk?
Rocco quickly realizes
No
that
elk
she's
here.
surrounded by idiots.
That's my steed.
I'm not an idiot, I'm just...
You can't kill the steed.
Hungry.
Beat the steed.
I don't tend to kill a steed.
Okay, you just want an elk as your
Yes,
steed.
the elk
Okay.
is my steed.
Yes. I understand now. Yes.
Okay, I'm chatting up an elk.
Not a glorious
If
white
the only
moose.
person that helps is you.
What?
Not a glorious white moose.
Derek,
Thank you, know.
you know what I summon?
What?
My... weasel.
You know
Use
what
his
I
best
do?
You cast
Prestidigitation.
find familiar.
My sense
Sure.
of self-respect because I can't
Actually,
summon
your
shit.
weasel would have been with you the whole time.
Oh yeah, she would have.
Your weasel like crawls out from like
A pocket somewhere.
it was like hiding in like a little pocket on the back of your robe. It's like climbs out onto your shoulder.
It was
and
hiding
looks
in
at
the
you.
hood. I know, I'm hungry too.
Hello. Lives at the weasel. Goes back to chatting up the moose.
In the area, for despite
Interest
Communicate.
elk.
Elks don't.
It
know
just
you're
allows you
on
to
the
directly-
ether.
It says that they
Communicate.
know one language of my choosing, since it's fine steed.
Checking.
So I can decide that the elk...
I have...
Speak-
Oh, you know what I do have? I have a
The
nature
steed
of
has the
5.
Statistics of the chosen form, though the celestial, fey, or fiend, your choice.
Hey.
Is the celestial a fey or a fiend?
Hey.
Faye
Hey, Katie.
Hey,
has an
listen.
intelligence of 6.
No, Morocco decides to go
And gains
to
the ability to
food,
understand
so
one
I
language of
think
your
that's
choice that you
what
speak.
we need to Find it.
Understand, not
Katie.
Yes.
Well,
Look at the screen in a sec.
it's draconic.
Okay?
Yeah, so it can
There you
understand
go.
Draconic, it cannot speak Draconic.
I didn't mean it was talking back to me. I meant that he was talking to him in draconic.
Okay.
It'll happen in a second.
There you go. Better?
Oh, good.
There we go.
Okay. I just remembered I have a...
Why are you doing drugs?
Because it's funny. Anyway, Derek, I have I have a nature of 5. Can I use that to find food?
You can try.
That's what I was trying to do.
Nice.
But nobody was listening.
That
That's because
is...
half the time we can't hear you. Because I can't make you too loud, or else you'll just overpower the microphone.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you.
So loud.
That was... What was that?
I
11
hate
plus
each
5.
and
That's a
every
16.
last one of you.
Can I make a survival roll?
Don't be mad. I'm trying to focus on trying to find food.
To find food also.
17. I mean 16.
It's here to be sassy.
16, not 17. Rolled an 11.
15.
She's not a sassy
He's just trying to
bitch.
find food. And the rabbits.
Alright.
He decides to eat the rabbits since they're idiots.
This is all you're good for.
You find the rabbits.
Is that it?
You find the 2 rabbits.
Alright.
I
That's
could,
reasonable.
I could just cast Eldritch Blast on them. Bow!
You find a few edible grasses.
Collect all of those.
Find some grass, some rabbits.
But all grasses are edible.
Potatoes. Mr. Frodo.
Finding a potato would be magnificent. That would be like...
There are no potatoes around here. Everyone knows they migrate from Barton.
I did not know that.
Just like coconuts.
Shut up, phone.
Coconuts? Are you suggesting coconuts migrate?
Anyway. All grasses are edible. Anyway. Collecting all those. Bring those back. Have you managed to catch and kill the rabbits?
I mean, I would assume so.
Yes, you've got the rabbits. After a few minutes of chasing them down, you eventually caught them.
If you didn't catch them, I would just cast Eldritch Blast at the ground.
Berries.
Bow!
I'm just gonna say that because I'm too.
Assuming that you know where the rabbits were.
They have
underground.
burrows.
Assuming you
Just
found
cast it in the
burrows.
general area.
Eldritch Blast is like a tiny beam.
Oh.
It's not. It's
Bl- It's not Eldritch Beam, though. It says Blast. Blast is... The word invokes a different meaning in my brain.
You're right. It's just 2 small beams, though. That deal magical force damage.
It's like a phaser
Yeah.
in Star Trek. Listen.
Silliest of phasers. Holy crap.
Don't make fun of me. I'm just trying my hardest.
We'll just all make Jonathan kid.
Oh. Mayonnaise makes me
I just
sad.
can't hear you whenever anyone else is talking. Which is usually when you're talking. So...
Right now, it's annoying. I'll just be Navi over here. Hi, listen. I can sort of do
I need water.
Jonathan disputes.
listen.
Pretty sure Navi doesn't sound like that. Anyway.
From my hours of gameplay playing Ocarina of Time as last night, I can't disagree.
So, you find the rabbits, you find the grass, and are able to make a grass and rabbit stew.
That's not good. Rabbit stew is good. Grass is not a good
Would you
additive.
rather just have rabbits and water?
Could I have something like parsley?
You don't have parsley. You
Can
have
I
grass
find-
and you have rabbits.
Can I find something wild that tastes a little better?
You have grass and you have rabbits.
What is the most flavorful grass I have found?
I don't know different types of grasses. I'm not an ecologist.
Whatever one tastes the strongest, I'm putting in there. And I'm putting a lot of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, eventually you get the stew. And you can choke it down.
It's better than rabbit water.
Smash just eats it like it's anything else. He doesn't care.
He hides the fact that he's
Manaka
actually
looks
choking
at the
it
stew
down.
and turns away in disgust and continues eating berries she prepared.
Why didn't you add the berries to the rabbit stew?
Because they're berries and they don't belong in a stew.
Berries can go in a stew. It's just a sweet stew.
No, that is disgusting. I am not putting my hard berries into a stew of glass and rabbits.
I thought you said glass and rabbits.
Glass and rabbits, my dear.
Glass and rabbits would be a far more interesting stew, to say the least.
Here, you can't see the glass because oils come out of the meat when you cook it, and glass
You bugger all.
and glass blends in exactly with oil.
Yeah.
The transparency is exactly the same.
Stop it. Stop it. It was
Just
my nose.
glass
Okay,
TPK
it
by
makes
putting
it hard
glass
to talk.
in your stew. That'd be the worst TPK ever. Just eat stew with glass in it and get internal bleeding.
That would suck in real life. That would suck. That sucks anywhere.
Yeah.
That's just terrible. Anyway,
Anyway.
since I was
You
like
choke it down and get some nourishment.
Since I was a common person, this is no worse than anything I've ever had to eat
It
before.
probably is a little bit worse. The grasses do not help at all. You said the strongest grass.
My God has blessed
You didn't
me.
say the grass that tastes the best. You said the strongest tasting grass.
Congratulations.
My God
you
has
made a
blessed me
stew
with
out of
food.
grass that tastes
I
like
shall eat it.
earwax and rabbits. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the berries.
He eats the stew. Can I have some berries too?
No berries for you. No berries for anybody but this one.
I asked politely.
None of you get any of my berries, and you know why.
Okay.
I found my berries.
The vines, I love. Yeah.
I still haven't found my berries, but I found this.
Captain Xavier comes back after a little while, also holding quite a few berries. Just
Sound. My nose is too plugged. I can't do. My voice is.
Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. Wait.
Wait.
Let me think about something real quick. I have cartographer's tools and I am trained in that. So, Derek, would I be able to put down the general location of that island on my map?
based on where you sailed, you'd roughly be able to put it on a map.
The island is within this 50-mile circle.
Probably.
There's an island here.
There's an island here. Circles the ocean.
Within 50 miles.
Within 50 miles of this ocean.
General area.
I sure hope it's within the ocean it's in.
Yeah, you can.
I'll refine it later.
What we got over here?
Anyway, sleep time.
You fall asleep.
Are we not gonna have a watch? Do you not remember the last time we all went to sleep at the same time? That was not a good
This
idea.
is that, like, the Dragonborn just
I'm
sits
just-
down and is watching.
I'm not
to
saying
sleep.
we all go to sleep at the same time. I'm saying it's time to get ready for bed.
I'll watch first. First
Oh,
watch. That's what I meant.
Second.
Fine, I'll be the third one.
You don't have to be the third one if you don't want to be.
Captain?
You're a grump.
Wait, so you're doing the first watch, and you're doing the third.
Second, I said
And
second.
you're doing the second. I guess I was.
I'm doing the third.
She just lays. She lays out a bedroll and lays on it.
There's only 3 watches. She gets to sleep.
Yep.
Even
Probably
though she's
should've
an
called
elf,
that one
she's going to
myself. Oh, well.
sleep.
I mean,
But
she can
doesn't
take the
trust
fourth,
any of you,
the
so-
third and fourth.
No.
I'm assuming that the watches are 2 hours apiece, because you need to be able to sleep for 6 hours.
You're such a grump, Miss Crazy Hair.
Yada yada yada.
Well, watches are usually 3 hours apiece, and there's 3 watches.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So it's usually a 9-hour rest total.
We all still get 6.
Roll for observation. Lism.
Observationalism?
Perception.
Okay, Jonathan wants something to happen.
Yes. Well, actually, would you like to roll something to see if something does happen?
Alright, I'm rolling perception checks now.
Yep.
I made that roll. What is your perception
+2.
modifier?
You're acutely aware of some sounds in the night that seem a little unnatural, but other than that, nothing. Your watch goes
Just
and-
alert yourself. Just set it. Turn it up from 5 to about 7 alertness. Try and be a bit more aware.
You'd just be paying attention.
Okay, Jonathan, what's your perception modifier?
My perception mod.
By the way, there's strange sounds. They didn't sound normal.
They sounded like that. Brr, brr. Anyway, my perception is quite low.
What is it?
1.
You don't really notice anything. Alright, Katie, what's your perception modifier?
Ooh.
Do 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 do.
There's not much now.
So-
I left the room.
As you're watching, you end up nodding off.
Good job, Katie.
Oh, dang it. I didn't do nothing. John, it was your fault.
It was not my fault.
When you wake up, the captain's just looking at you. I thought you were supposed to be watching.
I thought you were supposed to be watching. We are currently captured by 5,000 people.
There's an army surrounding you. No.
For some reason, we're very wanted.
Apparently. It might have to do with the fact I might have murdered the Lord a little while ago. I mean, kind
That's
of
important.
tried to bring him back from the dead, but it didn't really work out. You know,
That's
same thing
important.
that happened with the sailor.
That's important information to know, Katie.
Alright.
What? It was a long time ago.
I thought you were supposed to be watching.
Weeks.
I thought you were supposed to be watching.
Me? I'm not supposed to be watching it. Nobody said it was the third watch.
Derek did. He rolled for you.
You fell asleep.
What? When did this happen?
Just barely!
What? That's why we were making fun of you.
I was out of the room.
But he
I
said
cannot roll if I'm not there.
No.
I roll perception checks.
he rolls them now. The rules
What?
changed.
We decided to try it as a just to try it as a real change. Just to see how it goes.
Screw all of you.
And then you came back in
That's
and
not even my fault.
and then he said you fall asleep on your watch and you were like, "Ah, dang it, really?"
Anything happen?
Katie fell asleep on her watch.
That's fine.
Man. Stop making me watch. I'm not good at
You
it.
realize that the captain only needs 4 hours and is in a trance.
But the captain was sleeping, which is different.
Wait,
You either need 8 hours of sleep or 4 hours in a trance.
you said the captain was sleeping?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said
He
the captain
said
went to
that.
sleep even though
The
she's an elf.
captain is now alive again.
I
She
said
needs to
this.
sleep like a normal human being.
She's an elf.
I
Katie.
Yes!
I assume anytime
Regardless.
Throw money
Elves
at you.
need sleep.
Elves don't need sleep. They go into a trance.
they can do a trance. I assume that anytime someone says an elf goes to sleep, they mean that they just go into the trance.
I specifically said that she went to sleep.
Anyway.
Even though she's an elf.
You I am.
So.
I wasn't paying attention to the rest of the sentence.
Anyway, continue on.
Sorry.
Who are we surrounded and being robbed by?
No one.
Okay.
Everything was perfectly fine. You guys are so paranoid.
I'm not.
Derek, you make me
You're
paranoid.
the one who told him to roll perception for watches. Not me. I was gonna have anything happen. Doesn't matter that Katie rolled a 3.
Listen, Derek, you always make us roll watches perception.
No, I don't. I don't always. Actually, very rarely do I. You've been traveling for how many days now, Adolf? I've only had to roll perception for one night?
Only one night
And
we've
only
said to
because
sleep.
You wanted to.
So apparently you've just been walking for several days?
Yeah, you've been going
Yeah.
for several days now. Before you started
Alright.
getting
Yeah,
hungry.
okay, that's not how enough of would work, but alright.
There's lots of communication between everyone right now.
I knew we were walking for several days.
but you didn't realize
I
the
think
captain
my
was
lack of
sleeping.
Yes.
communication I could blame on technology.
Well,
You guys
yeah.
are just being...
You can blame it on technology. They're just being insane.
The captain's sleeping.
Sleeping. Sleeping
I got the
properly.
scapegoat.
I've said that she slept properly before.
We're continuing
That was
on
because
in
the
the
captain was
direction.
absolutely exhausted.
So,
Anyway, sorry.
yeah, and you think she's not still?
We're just
Good
So-
point. She was just recently brought back from the dead within
So-
the last month.
You continue heading northwest for the space of about a week. And you start heading through hillier terrain broken by rocks rising out of the ground.
Where is this idiotic thing taking us?
I have no clue.
And you begin to see mountains on the horizon.
They look very snowy.
I like those. Mountains are nice. Says
Mountains mean climbing. Climbing I do not like.
climbing's fun.
Hey.
Yes, for you, Mr. Coffin.
Really?
Yes, really. Because it's funny to me. Ow, my neck. Derek just threw a
Next
coin
time
at
it's
me.
this.
No, it's not. What is that?
A lead paperweight.
Why would you throw that? He's threatened me with assault, and it's caught on stream.
Well, at least it
You
didn't
deserve
pepper.
it.
A pepper? I'll eat that.
Well, it's better than assault.
Dang it, Derek! I didn't even get the joke for a second, but as soon as I got it, I was disappointed in you.
I wasn't.
You...
That was amazing.
Anyway.
Where did it go? There it is.
Well, climbing is fun. Climbing in the cold is even better.
Oh, the cold-blooded one likes the cold. Let's see how this goes.
Cold won't.
This one.
Cold blooded
Cold
one.
never bothered you anyway.
That's wearing.
Here, if you do
full-
get really cold, I can just use my sacred flame to keep it nice and toasty.
See, the cold-blooded one who's wearing full armor and has is white.
Yeah, metal
His
armor
entire
does not help in the heat in the cold.
He's a white dragonborn.
he doesn't get cold.
The cold doesn't bother him anyway.
Shut up! I almost said that. I chose not to.
Anyway, let's continue on. Just
Unwillingly, but so.
You continue to head northwest. And as you're going through this hilly terrain, what are your passive perceptions?
12.
1. Oh wait, 11.
Your passive perception is one.
I thought we just
You are
added.
literally blind.
I thought we just. For a second, I forgot we had 10.
You
I'm like,
blind
how is
and
yours
deaf.
12? Because I forgot that we added 10
So-
to the modifier.
So, Katie,
So I'm like,
what's
hey,
your passive perception?
add 10 to your perception
My
modifier.
passive perception is 14.
Alright.
Good for you.
So, Katie and Josh.
Oh wait, sorry. The modifier for that, by the way, is +4. So.
Yeah, passive
Yeah.
is 14.
Yeah.
So, the two of you notice that you're being watched.
And not by just a bird.
Is there something watching us?
Oh, there's someone watching us. We're being watched.
You just have the feeling that you're being watched
Okay.
from.
Oh, have the feeling. I thought you
Like-
said you notice you're being watched. And
I
I'm
think
like,
I did say that, but that's not entirely what I meant.
Well, that's why I was asking for
He
Yeah,
didn't
from
say
clarification.
over the
who
rise
was
of a
being
hill.
watched by, so we
Huh.
still don't know.
Smash waves at it.
Smashes everything.
Smash waves at the hill.
Gonna wreck it. Breaks the hill.
God.
Tyrell, why
Roll
would you?
strength.
Tyrell, why would you send me to find this? Why? Just why?
I mean, he set you on his
will have a
elk.
larger part to play in this than you will.
He set you on his elk. He's
I
not.
wasn't expecting
It's
a
really
response,
odd.
but thank you. That was a rhetorical question. You didn't have to answer, but I'm honored anyway for the godly voice in my brain.
I mean, he set you on the
Thank
elk
you.
since you're the smallest person there.
I am the very smallest person there.
Exactly. So he set you up. He picked you up after summoning the elk and put you on the elk.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you were just commenting on my
No,
size.
he put you on the elk. He's not just some idiot who's freaking Nick. He just picked you up and put you on the elk.
You're
And then
riding
he's
on
an
a
idiot.
majestic elk.
Yeah,
I guess I'm here now.
you don't have to walk.
You won't slow
Okay.
down.
Congratulations. Stop complaining.
Exactly.
I was never I complained once and then I got a message.
You're fat, you got the horse.
I complained once and then I got a message from my god and I'm like, okay,
So,
thanks.
a man steps out from behind a tree in front of you with a bow drawn. Halt!
I draw my mace.
I stop.
Currently halting. What's
Y'all
up,
stop.
bro?
The elk
I draw
stops.
my mace if you can hear me.
I considered.
Do you stop or do you keep walking?
I stop.
Okay.
I'm not walking. Dude's
How
got
far
an
away
arrow
is
to
that?
me.
So he lowers his bow slightly and gives a gesture with his hand, and you notice 7 others come over the tops of the hills next to you.
Morocco lets out a few orcish swears, but remains silent otherwise.
Have you ever heard infernal cursing? You're about to hear
It's
it.
not infernal. I'm doing it in orc.
No, I'm doing it in infernal.
Smash.
Oh, well, I know celestial, so no.
Huh.
State your business in this kingdom.
You
We
wouldn't.
Trying to
follow the
find
road
a
here. Other than that,
old-
I don't know.
Divination Mage's Tower.
I was about to say you wouldn't believe us if we told you.
Smash
But
just tells them.
but I
Doesn't
guess
exactly
he
what they're
just told you. So
Exactly.
we're at this point now. You can believe us or not, but that really is what we're here to do.
I mean, we're just following the light from that thing.
Yeah.
We are.
You little glowing rock points to the tiefling.
Hey,
That's what we're following.
you. Now they're gonna take me. If they take anyone, they're gonna. I'm the small,
and
weakest
how
one.
might believe that you're not Kalentu spies.
Who's Kalentu? Wait, where? Kalenyor?
Kalentian. Sorry, not Kalentu. Kalentian spies.
Kalentian?
Kalentorian.
Kalentorian. I don't think Morocco would know where
Kalen-
that
Kalenari?
Kalentian.
Where's Kalentia? Where are... Oh, Kalentu. There it is. And we just passed the mountains, or are we on the mountains?
You're not at the mountains yet.
Where are we
Working on
exactly?
the mountains.
You're just south in the kingdom of Telkator, just south of Kalentu.
Okay,
I mean, we're headed towards Kalentu, right?
we're headed towards there anyway, so what's the problem?
We don't know where we are.
We don't know where we are.
Which country
Derek,
are we
you
in?
just told us where we were.
We have been following a glowing rock this entire time. We have no idea where we're going.
We just landed on the shore and just walked the way this showed us, but we had no idea where we were.
I mean, we have a boat back that way a couple of weeks.
Yes, a couple of weeks that way.
And how am I to believe that you're not going to send troop movements and information back when you go there?
Does it
What
look
do you
like
mean?
know
We
the
saw
rocket
troops?
from the
What?
Earth? Wait,
What
but-
do you mean, true
Valid.
movements?
Screw this!
You're the only people we've run into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about your country, whatever you're doing here. I don't care. The only thing that I'm here is to figure out what this glowing rock is supposed to do, and that is it. If you want us to make sure, we can do some kind of pact or something. I don't care. Whatever it'll let us do
Because-
to get further.
Can I
whatever the-
convince them that we're telling the truth with, like, my
I
god
think my
being...
character would be better at that.
with my charisma of 20.
I have charisma of 22, and I'm a paladin.
How do you have a charisma of 22? That's
22.
impossible.
20 also.
20 as well.
And that's not impossible, actually. If you find the correct tome, you could probably... Actually, is there a tome for that? I know
Not-
there's one for wisdom and
There's one
intelligence.
for literally
Oh, good.
everything.
You guys can
Cool.
charm them, and I'm gonna sit here and look angry.
I'm not going to charm them. I'm just going to be honest with them. That's his entire style.
Anyway.
That's why he didn't draw a weapon.
That's literally what Marakov just did.
I know.
The most
So,
brutally
you just talked to me a
honest
second ago. Can you talk to them and tell them we're telling the
He,
truth?
he gestures towards the elk. Those beasts only come from Kalentu.
This
You
is-
made a terrible error.
This is my...
Just
What would I call that?
it's a summoned steed. Just dissummon
Yes.
it and then prove that it's like
Do you say that?
yeah, just dissummon it.
Just summons it, you fall to the ground.
Ow! It's a magical creature. It's
It
not
was
real.
my summoned steed. It was.
And now it's gone.
And now it's gone. We'll make this elk disappear.
I saw it. It looked cool.
I wanted to ride on one.
I wanted to ride it. That's exactly what
I'm
he
gonna
said.
go.
He shrugs. I saw it. It looked cool. I wanted to ride one.
I'm
So,
gonna go ride the elephant koi.
That's something he totally would do.
I'm gonna ride the unagi, guys.
Hey, look! I want to ride that.
So,
Anyway, I'm serious too.
I mean, what country are we in
You guys
anyway?
can't see me right now, but I am
You asked-
rubbing my nose.
You're
I have
currently
the face of utter
interpretor.
disappointment on both of you right now.
we're on the
Holy
verge
crap.
of war.
Oh,
Where
who's
am I
on the
from,
wrong
Derek?
side?
And apparently you right now.
Looks down, looking for a line.
Huh? What was the
Oh, you
question?
mean wrong side of the war? Crap, does that mean I'm against two countries? That seems like a bad
No, are
idea.
you?
And I mean, I'm not part of your side or their
I'm
side.
not against either country, calm yourself.
Well, they said we're part of a war. So what part of the war am
Well,
I?
they're in the middle of a war, it's not my problem, I'm not a part of this.
Well, they're going to drag us into this, apparently.
Apparently, we're part of this now. I didn't ask to be here, but whatever.
I mean,
Well, you're the one that followed the rock in the first place, so...
I trusted in the rock, and it disappointed me.
is the
I'm not.
That was my first thought, like the Rock, Dwayne the Rock.
I'm not mad at you,
I
Dwayne.
trusted in the Rock.
I'm not.
I do have a question. Why are you fighting a war?
I'm not mad at you, Dwayne. I'm just disappointed.
Because those Calentians are power-hungry son of a guns.
Oh, so they're on the wrong side. You want some help?
Wait, what's a gun?
What if it's a cannon on a ship?
Well, if you want to help, then sure.
I mean, it's either that or follow the rock. Points at the ceiling. Are you still sitting on the ground? Are you still sitting on the ground?
I'm just. She's sitting there like, why? Looking up again. Why?
I mean, his entire thing is doing the right thing.
So
and
is
helping
mine.
people.
Mine is I'm always there to help. Always ready to help. But this is like, I don't know who's actually on the wrong side because both sides, whenever there's a conflict, both sides think they're the right side and will tell you they're the right side. So if we were being told by, if we were in Kalentu.
Where did you get a T out of that?
Tall.
Listen, if we were in Kalentu, they would tell us they were the right side. If we were in Telkator, they would tell us they're on the right side. We don't know the internal workings. This is not our business. If I knew what was going on,
That's exactly what Marugub has been saying this entire time, and also why she knows.
yes, and I'm
I mean-
agreeing with you.
If one is invading the other one, I will
Now, if
help
we can
protect
get
the
the
laughter of one
Dragon
side.
Paladin on our side, then fine.
It doesn't matter to me. It matters that I do the right thing and help people. He's just looking at both of you like-
Maybe they're the bad guys trying to kill small children.
Yes, but it
Well,
isn't
then
our
I'll kill the
business.
people
Well,
attacking the
it's not a good
children.
thing, that's all I
They don't care which side they're on. He said that in front of the guy, like...
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't bother. I protect the kids. The kids have laughter. They have light. I protect their light.
Anyway,
Like,
yes,
he
but
looks really confused. Like, what do you want me to say?
but it still is none of our business. We don't know either side of the story. Not saying I agree with either of you.
Rebecca pinches her bridge and shakes her head.
I don't know either side of the story, so I can't agree with either of you. I just
You know what?
want to get to wherever this thing is pointing me. Look, It shows different lights for different directions. Strongest in this direction. That's the only place I want to go.
He steps to the side slightly. Well, if you change your mind before Velte falls, just let me know.
Velte?
Velte? Velte? Is
Wait,
that
where am I
He
from?
starts walking off. Where were you born?
Where's my hometown? Where
That's
do
up
I
to you,
live
I believe.
currently? Where would
Where do
I?
you live currently? Well, your significant other lives in Velte.
Well then, I forgot that was a thing.
The capital of Telkator, the kingdom that you're in.
Oh yeah, and what's his name? Is he
Baldwin went
important?
to Velte.
Is he important in any way?
Your significant other?
Yes.
No. In, like, political means?
Okay, so my character lives in Velte, which is the capital of Telkitor, which is the place we're in who's accusing us of treason. I
No, they
forgot
asked.
that.
They didn't accuse, they asked. They asked us to prove in some way that we weren't spies.
Insinuating
Accusing
accusation.
you of treason.
They're insinuating an accusation of us being traitors. Anyway,
I like the city of Velte. Huh,
I forgot.
that's rude.
I live in Velte.
I rolled
As soon
a
as they
D10,
say
it was like,
Velte falls, I'm like, I must have been away for too long. I forgot that.
You forgot what country Velte was in.
No. Yeah,
we didn't know what country we were in.
I didn't.
told you.
I know.
He told me afterwards. I'm trying to think of how my character would phrase this. Because I made an error, so my character must have made an error. So I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, Velte's the capital.
Okay.
I like Velte.
It's hard to think when you keep saying I like Velte.
I like Velte, I like
It's all I can think
Velte,
about.
I like Velte,
It's all I
like
can think about now.
Velte, I like
Okay.
Velte, I like Velte.
Well, like he's sitting there like, do I just go and what do I do now? Someone's attacking Velte. I like Velte. What?
Do you care more about where the stone is trying to take you, or the city?
Velte has laughter and light, and he liked Velte. Therefore, he would care more about the city.
I don't think Velte actually has a lot of laughter and light in it. You're majorly incorrect.
It has some.
Just it has some, just like Detroit.
Just like Detroit has some laughter, not always from the best people.
Exactly. Anyway,
The murder is fine. Everybody's having a good day.
Yeah,
that's not Detroit. Anyway,
Doesn't
It's
matter.
not Detroit, but it's an accent for inner cities. Works.
okay. How long until Velte falls? Predicted.
we haven't
Estimated.
even started the war yet. We're just getting on the verge of it. This is one of
Oh
their
boy.
guys.
How
Likely war
Well,
start
close your
within
eyes.
months latest.
and how long has this been boiling for?
Quite a while now.
Has a tendency to do
Can we
that.
help
About
them?
the last year.
Would I have been there within that time? Or would I have
You
been...
would have been out searching.
Oh yeah, I would have been out searching. Well, I live in Velte, and I was not aware that... I've been out for the past year searching on a quest for...
I'll level over here.
My dyslexia is really bad tonight.
I can tell. Well,
Taril. And if my home's in danger, I guess I have an obligation.
So we're helping them?
though
Considering that's where I folk heroed.
though it might be less time with the war, as we suspect that the Calentians were responsible for the murder of the Queen's son.
Huh? I've been
That's
gone for
not-
too long! Would this be where my folk hero origins are from? Velte?
It'd
Assuming.
probably be from a smaller city.
Oh. Like,
Or maybe from Velte, since your folk
So-
hero origins were I received a message from God,
Never should have left wandering.
or God appeared to me, or whatever.
So,
I'm not...
somebody assassinated somebody else.
Whoever it is. He's a...
Alright, I'm on your side.
Well, good.
How can I help?
Can we go back to Velte, or where are you guys going? This small assortment.
We're just a scouting party.
Well, can you point us back to Velte, because we have no clue where we are.
Well, it's back the way the way you came from.
How close to Velte did we land, but still miss it?
It's actually pretty close.
Oh, great.
Good! We barely
Oh,
survived the walk
weeks then.
here. Thanks.
So like I said, it'll probably be at least a little while before war was officially declared.
That's
Yes.
what happens in
Time for us
politics.
to figure out where the stone is going to take us.
We just want it to be over with. Politics are done. Anyway. Chaotic neutral talking.
Chaotic neutrals. Kill the
Chaotic Neutral is currently the only one in the group that wants to involve.
Hello? You cut out way too much there.
The chaotic good wants to be a part of
Chaotic
this.
Neutral is the only one that wants to keep moving.
Moving forward.
Oh, moving forward. So we have a month.
Moving forward.
You're
go-
chaotic neutral too?
Yes, I am.
We go do what we're doing. We come back. We fight in war with you.
We'll come back.
Well, you could always just talk to the captain of the guard in Velte. I'm sure he could always use a few more swords.
We will do that after we investigate the thing that we are investigating.
Alright,
Oh,
Have a month.
hell no.
maybe I'll see you back there.
What was your name again?
We never got their name.
My name's Boris.
Hi, Boris. I'm Smash.
Life of Boris is Boris here.
Yes, yes.
Is Boris.
See you later, Doris. My name is Smash. Smash.
Hey, Katie, have you heard of Life of Boris? The YouTube,
Boris? No.
the YouTube channel.
No.
Is Boris? He's a Russian or something YouTuber. Nobody knows where he's from.
Oh gosh. It's probably either Russian or Ukrainian if you use that accent.
Alright,
One of the two.
so are you continuing northwest?
Is Boris.
Later, Boris. Have a good day, all.
Some of them
Hey.
still look at you suspiciously.
He starts walking.
It's like-
He doesn't even pay attention to the suspicious looks. He just
Alright.
continues walking.
After about another week,
Not
so
over
5
just
days,
looks, but
you've
nothing
reached
else.
the base of the frozen Selenivians.
I would prefer we find a canyon to go through rather than going straight over the mountain.
You would know there are a couple key mountains in the frozen Selenivians that I don't have labeled up there for good reason. But
I was gonna be like, can I label them?
one of them is Mount Zaval, which is
Yes.
actually where you find yourself at the base of.
Can we know where it is? Hello.
What?
You want muffins?
Sure.
Who wants a
Banana
muffin?
muffins, some of cinnamon sugar or Nutella.
But I can't have one.
You're far away. I'll get you ice
I
cream
know.
soon.
Well, Ollie said he'd mail you a piece of pizza. We'll just
I'm
mail you a
gonna
muffin.
Mailed pizza. Mailed pizza all the way from Canada with fresh
Hey.
maple syrup.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have
Oh, they
fun.
do that for me.
Yeah.
Ollie, would you do that for us?
Like maple syrup covered like pepperoni pizza.
Anyway, onwards, and
Alright.
what are the legends surrounding this mountain? I'm back in my character voice. Normal human voice.
Roll a history.
Hey, Emmett's coming down. Woohoo!
What?
Evan's coming down. He said so in the chat. Either that or he's
I don't
coming
know.
to me.
I have no clue, Derek.
Okay, you have no clue.
Wait, if it's a history check, wouldn't it be you checking because that's these
Nope.
skills?
I only do perception and investigation.
I thought you said we don't use these.
Perception and investigation.
History.
We changed that again. It was a test, but then I decided it was way too much work to be rolling every check for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really would be.
So just
And
perception and
with
investigation.
my background, I don't
I
think
think
I would
stealth is
get
also a fun one to have to
advantage
DM
on
roll because
that.
then you're like, you're super stealthy.
I could do that one.
Clank, 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 clank.
Maybe if we get to a stealth check,
Yeah,
we'll
you're
consider
probably
it.
really great at that hole.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
Anyway,
I am not good at those.
Gee, really? Never would have
Passing
guessed.
him nothing.
Who wants a muffin?
I want to die.
Why doesn't anyone let me die?
Why doesn't anyone let me die?
All right.
I'm going to get cookies. Hold on.
Okay.
So, as you find yourself at the base of this mountain, what are you doing?
Thinking about what I know about this, I rolled a nat 1.
It's a mountain. Pretty tall one.
Do I think I know anything about it that I could mislead the party with?
You think that it was the home of a great dragon.
They're just making this up on the spot, and it's magnificent. Keep going. I want to know the whole story.
This dragon was known to raid Calentian villages and actually attacked. What is the name of that dwarven city? That's the one I can never remember.
Neleditor?
Nelator? So, and it was known to attack Nelator and nearly killed all the dwarves there. However,
What?
Dragon.
it was killed by a great wizard.
Who is the one we're looking for?
And was never seen again. Some say it still lives in its lair, that it came back. That it never actually died.
I've got a question. When using the stone, if it's pointed towards the top of the mountain, does it glow brighter?
Yep.
We're going... Oh, dang. You ask me to do that?
Yes.
You see my character's face fall. She's like... she's like, oh, no.
Just like...
Oh, no.
Oh, goody! Pulls up climbing stuff, starts like just straight up climbing up the mountain.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
Why did it have to be climbing?
Why?
Why?
Have to be
Oh, I have
spiders.
a grappling hook. I
10.
forgot I have climbing
See,
stuff.
I rolled a 3.
So you start making your way up the mountain. It's not too bad.
One sec.
Really slowly.
At this point, it's a little bit shallower. So it's not a cliff. So you could probably just walk.
Listen. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Everyone's
That's just
army
like
crawling
jamming
up.
pythons into the dirt.
He would. He totally would. He has an intelligent. He has slightly below average intelligence, so he's like, "I'm climbing, therefore I need the pittance."
Dang it, only
He
up to-
understands
Nothing
basic
from me.
rules, but he can't go past that.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. Cast fly.
Little tiefling starts going above
And
him.
you'll test that there's
Hey!
anyone else as you're flying by.
Okay, can I cast it on anybody else?
You only if you have a higher level spell slot.
Is
Pulls
that...
up his pittance and starts running up the
Fly is a
hill.
third level spell.
Dang,
You
that's
have
all
a
I...
fourth level spell slot.
I do not.
And you cannot.
By the way, Morocco walked by you when you were army crawling up the hill.
He pulls up the spikes the moment he sees the little tiefling flying and starts sprinting up the hill.
I'm not flying faster than you. I'm trying to be around you guys still.
I mean, that means that you would be flying with Morocco. So he just starts sprinting. He's like, race you to the top!
Your clothes are flapping
There's a
gloriously.
Z at
in
the
the
end
wind
of
as
my
you fly.
name, remember that.
Derek, I want to see how fast I can reach the top of this.
Of the mountain?
Yes. He's going for it.
I wish
What
I...
are you doing? Speedrunning Everest?
Yes.
Real life metagaming. I'm gonna speedrun Everest. Make sure I know all the
This
shortcuts.
mountain's not as tall as Everest, but it gives the same idea. I'm just gonna see how fast I can get up Everest.
Let's see how
Tiefling starts
easily
flying,
we can get
so
to
he's
the top
going
of
to
Everest.
speed on Everest.
Let's see how easily we can get to the North Pole.
Check with disadvantage.
I wish I could cast it on you.
Natural 1? I rolled a natural 20 and then natural 1.
You trip and you
Ah!
roll back down the mountain substantially.
He gets up. Running was not a good idea. Starts walking.
No, it wasn't.
He starts power walking
Now you
up the
have to
mountain.
speed walk up the mountain.
He's power walking up the mountain.
Walk with power! Walk with power!
As you speed walk up the mountain, eventually you get to the point where you can no longer speed walk because it becomes steep enough that it's just.
He starts climbing.
Okay.
Roll another
We're
athletics
using
check.
the pins and grappling hook to get up the
Nat 20.
This whole
Alright,
time,
so you just start climbing the mountain pretty easily.
I'm
Your claw hands are pretty good at finding handholds.
Steve's
This whole time
going
I'm-
like the same speed he was power walking at. I can do this!
Actually, at half the speed.
Okay.
Actually, no, you have climbing gear, so it's the same speed. Never mind.
He's like going the same speed as the power walking. Doesn't go any faster than the power walking. It just keeps going.
So this whole time I'm staying relatively close to the ground, close to any sort of
At this point,
handholds.
it's turned pretty steep, so.
I'm staying next to the ropes.
What ropes?
The
only person-
climbing ropes.
That'd be me.
Morocco
Yeah,
has
I'm
climbing.
using him to get up. I literally just like hooked my grappling hook on him and I'm a whole.
You hooked your grappling hook on him?
Just like hooks it on the back of his armor.
Doesn't
You
notice.
make all future athletics check with disadvantage.
All future.
God.
For the climbing of the mountain.
Is the next one negated?
Disadvantage.
Is the next one negated because of the nat 20?
Sure.
Natural
Cool.
20.
Oh.
Suck my dick.
You're not climbing, you're hanging off of him!
Katie,
She's hanging really well.
You're hanging extraordinarily well.
Katie, is there something you want to tell us?
No.
Are you sure?
We're all doing fine here.
The giant half-orc is hanging off the dragon board.
Katie, are you sure you don't want to come out of the closet yet?
What?
Your comment.
Which one? I had like 4 in my life.
Alright.
Never mind.
How far up the
The
mountain
joke
can I get
is
right now?
dead. You
So
killed
you make
it.
it to a small shelf of rock,
Good.
and you feel like you've gotten pretty far, and then you look up.
Does the teeth...
It would
Do you
probably-
keep just like slowly floating past?
Not if we stop.
It would probably be about 2 days' climb to get to the top.
Let's keep going.
I'm gonna say roll an athletics check with disadvantage. I know what I said.
Okay. Even though, because Katie is freaking hooked onto the... No! I only got a 25 instead of a natural 20! Curse you!
I only got 25, he says. So,
High level problems. I only got a 25.
alright. So, over the next day, and I assume that you're taking short rest and just continually casting fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And finding small shelves to nap on while
Uh-huh.
they catch up and then just casting fly.
Yep.
He's trying to keep up with her as best as he can.
I really wish I could.
Flying
I could.
little bugger.
I really. Every time you guys get close and she casts fly again, every time you get to her, she's like, I really wish I could cast fly on you. It would be so much faster.
Derek, I
Yes,
want
it
to roll
would, but at least
perception
I'm not the
to
one
see if I
flying.
notice that someone is hanging off of me.
You notice.
Fine.
You've noticed at the very beginning.
He's just not paying any attention.
Hard not
I have
to
a heavy
notice
backpack.
A 200-pound
Heavy!
Oh, God.
It's really heavy.
It's hard not to notice.
If I make
A
you fall,
200.
you both
I
die.
am not
I'm just
like-
kidding.
I am
I'm
not-
kidding.
I at least get a dex save,
It's true.
which I have +6 to,
Your
so...
backpack ripped off by a grappling hook.
Well, there goes everything I have.
Yeah. There's a grappling hook attached to your person somewhere.
Oh,
Wait, to your person, not the backpack?
you are hooked
Wherever the
somewhere.
grappling hook managed to land, darling, that's where it is.
Okay.
I
It's
just
a,
imagined it caught on
It's
the
like in
chain
her
link.
shoulders.
it's a meat hook under his collarbone. It's a meat
Why is
hook.
the right arm so much heavier?
You'll definitely notice if it landed there.
It's a meat hook on his collarbone. Just.
I mean,
Yes.
Let's see,
It's
the
like
only
pressing
thing-
against your armor, the armor of your shoulder.
why is the right arm so much heavier?
I don't remember you.
And you're just watching
We're
this and
naturally
laughing.
very robust. It helps with our attractiveness to others.
I'm gonna actually start floating closer to the orc lady and be like, start talking to her.
I might or might not grab onto you if you get too close. Watch yourself.
My foot.
I
Let
mean,
go of my
the only
shoe.
things that he has in the backpack are, let's see, the gnome's heirloom, the gnome book, and the manual of golems, and his small pouch of question marks. Since you never actually gave me a name for the item.
Let go of my
Small pouch
shoe.
of question marks. What a lovely
Not
question
holding
mark.
on to your shoe.
It's the magic dust.
Yeah, I know.
I got too close to you. You grabbed me.
Also, what's it was
Depends on how
the
low
something
you
of the
are,
sea,
depending
heart
on
of the
what
sea.
I grab.
There we go, and the heart of the sea.
And I said I might.
Well, I'm getting close enough to have a reasonable conversation with you with this.
Going and
What do you want?
going and going.
Just
So-
want to talk.
After a day's journey, you do find
Climbing a mountain.
a small shelf
Oh,
of rock
small
that you could
talk.
probably all sleep on.
Passes out.
Okay.
Takes off his armor, then passes out.
Takes us off
It's
his
amazing
armor.
you can control when you pass out.
I wish I
Tired,
could
So
do
he's
it.
like, helmet. He literally like puts all the armor in a pile and then sleeps on the pile. Thud.
It's a cold pile.
It
It's-
is cold
You
pile.
start to get to the point where there's just snow blowing around you.
What are your
doesn't care.
interests?
Oh, my interests
captain
are
with
not
us?
climbing, not adventuring,
Come on,
but
yes.
somehow I end up doing
Cool.
both.
Is the captain climbing by themselves
Is
instead
there
of
any
hanging
way-
on to me by a fucking grappling
Yes.
hook? Good, thank you.
The captain is actually a very adept climber.
Sweet.
From years and years of climbing up the freaking rigging. She has a lot of upper body
I'm
strength.
pretty good at
I
climbing
don't doubt
considering I
that.
did live on a boat for over 3 years, but
You were in the home the
that
whole
was too lazy
time.
to climb.
It's so sad. Every time you've made me roll disadvantage, I have rolled a nat 20.
Is
And
there
then something
Do it
else.
again. I'm just kidding. You know I'm going to.
is there any way I could make adventuring more enjoyable for you?
What are you asking? Captain?
No.
Adventuring
Katie.
more enjoyable for me.
Yes.
Why?
Because you seem like a fun person to be around.
Rokov looks at you in confusion.
I judge people by their actions, not by their
Looks
words.
at the 16-year-old girl in confusion.
That's not any better.
So one of my personality traits is I judge people by their actions, not by their words. So everything you've
You
said,
do realize I have killed people and I enjoy watching you in pain, right?
this
She enjoys watching you in pain.
me
She said
specifically.
you.
Me specifically, why?
I enjoy watching anybody in pain. I am sadistic.
Is that one of your personality quality traits?
Might as well be.
It almost is.
Why don't you write it down then? Make it official.
My
It
ideal
deserves
is
space on
justice
the
for
sheet.
assholes. I don't really have a whole lot of yay or nay thing.
Ah. Well, you haven't done anything
Make
personally.
yourself corrupted. If you don't like something, get rid of it. But unfortunately, that doesn't work.
You can get rid of people as much as you want.
I mean, I could, but then I wouldn't have somebody to climb for.
She giggles.
She has a very strange giggle.
Stop!
Could you imagine mumble something in his sleep that sounds like shit?
Yawn.
A little.
Stop it! No!
That
Not
sounds
again!
embarrassed.
Not again! No!
Cute. I can see you blushing through the screen.
Stop! No!
The immense amount of light only makes it more obvious.
I don't. Stop!
Aww.
I needed this in my
By the way,
day.
Morocco's opinion of you improves. Marginally. Not a lot.
That's all you
Me?
can ask for.
No, not you. At least I hope not.
I'm the one climbing up a flippin' mountain! Morocco basically tied to his back!
Morocco's opinion.
I still love that.
Morocco's opinion of everybody improves when they're unconscious.
That's... Wow.
So yes, you and
I
me.
like all of you a little bit more, mostly because I got the dragon.
I love Discord.
I love Discord too.
chaos.
Chaos is my favorite way to do things.
Maybe I should call them Discord elementals.
Discord. I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Anyway.
Or is it a
My
different-
opinion of the tiefling hasn't, not necessarily the dragon.
My opinion of him improves every time he's unconscious.
Right,
That
because
is
then you can
not
steal
what
from him?
No, he just doesn't talk. So, it's better.
The less he talks, the better.
Yes. You got that right, miss. Anyway, he's exhausted. Neither of us are tired.
Nope.
Thanks.
I'll take a nap anyway. It's worth it.
Fine, I guess I've got first watch.
Have fun.
I'll try to not freeze. Prestidigitation keep me warm.
Just keep casting. Just keep casting it.
It's a cantrip,
I'm
so I
pretty
just...
sure you can only heat things that are non-living.
You heat
I'm
the
heating
rock.
my clothes.
Okay, you're heating your clothes. Okay.
See, I
You're
mean,
heating the air around you.
Tiddlywinks did it to the bolts in the backpack that he always was sitting on.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a good spell.
Katie, was that a D4?
That
Yeah.
was a D4.
Haha, I know the sound of different types of dice.
I've been doing that this entire time. How have you only noticed me dropping the D?
Well, because Discord didn't pick it up till now.
So, eventually, you find sleep and consciousness takes you in the morning.
Oh.
I see, I mixed up. So,
I was like, huh?
consciousness takes you.
Oh, I heard unconsciousness, and I was
said
so
Consciousness
confused.
takes you in the morning.
I was
I
disturbed.
usually say unconsciousness takes you.
Yes, you do.
Jonathan is not very perceptive. Clearly.
His perception is 2.
Listen,
Negative 2.
-2.
Stop it. I'm trying real hard.
I'm just having a conversation.
I've been flustered and embarrassed already, and that does not help my focus.
Of course it does.
Aw, but you're so cute when you're embarrassed.
No, not again.
Do you want to stand for something?
Dang it, Derek. You just make it worse. No. Alright, fine. What are we doing? It's morning. What
I
happens?
need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, because we're on a
Do I have
freaking...
advantage?
Do I have
Yes. Okay.
do I have winter clothes in my
Only
backpack?
Josh gets advantage.
But everyone's within really close to me, aren't they?
Can I put my
Yeah.
common clothes on?
I only have a 20 for that. That's so sad.
Derek, I have
What's your
a
massive bonus?
I have a question. Can I put my
Plus
common
7.
clothes on over my fine clothes?
It'd probably be easier to do it the other way around.
But fine clothes, I don't want them to get all dirty. But I can mend them. Never mind. I'll do that.
Okay.
You can prestidigitation them and mend them. They're not going to be destroyed.
I'll just... Yep.
Okay.
There, that's better. Bit less
So-
freezing. Anybody cold? Oh yeah, Constitution.
The Dragonborn is still only wearing shorts. What? Cold? No.
Constitution saving throw, you say?
Yes.
That is a 18.
You're fine. What did you roll, Katie?
I got 18.
You're all fine. What did the captain roll? The
Is
captain's cold.
Well, that bothers me. My
Question:
skin
Did you add the
is-
+5 for the roll?
Yes.
Really?
Did she-
Captain rolled that badly? That's bad.
Does she look obviously cold?
Yeah.
Well then, prestidigitation. Woohoo, clothes are warm now.
It doesn't help much.
Clothes are hot now.
Then it only can warm things. Warm or chill.
Yeah, warm.
I double warm them.
That doesn't work.
I leave the warm on for longer.
You leave the burner on.
Yes.
Dragonborn gets up, puts on his armor, starts climbing again.
Is there something I can use that makes
Okay,
warmer
so you
better?
start
Back onto
climbing.
the dragonborn using the grappling hook.
Gosh darn it! Actually, Derek, question. Is there a shelf within 30 feet of me that I can see?
No.
Damn.
So roll an athletics check with disadvantage and a penalty. Because now it's very cold and the rock is slightly icy.
I
Oh
would.
boy, he falls, I fall too.
I would.
So, disadvantage. That would be 14.
Penalty of 5.
So 9.
Miss, I would
So
advise
you
you to
climb
get
up
off his
about
back.
20 feet and then you
Fall.
fall.
I'm not climbing
I
this.
use Misty Step to teleport myself back to the ledge.
You're falling now, Katie.
Roll a concentration check just to see if you can. Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm literally latched onto this guy. We're
Died.
getting back up.
Yeah, but he
So you're
teleported
trying
away.
to cast it, but you just can't get the spell out. As you crash into the half-orc. You're fine. So, Katie, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage from your own fall and from a dragon hitting you.
A couple
I rolled
more
a
orcish
2.
swears released from her mouth. You don't know what I'm saying,
What would
but
I
it sure sounds
Needed
angry.
roll to be able to keep my concentration on that.
You rolled 9, right? Or, yeah, you would have rolled about 12. Because Misty Step is second level, right?
Yes.
So it would have been 12, yeah.
Okay. Cool. What are you doing beneath me? I heal
You
her.
What
notice.
do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to get up this thing.
I heal her.
Alright.
You said 9 damage, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, you're restored to full health.
Yay!
Hello.
Oh, another
Care
person
you
to
ask? I'm flying with this one.
Okay.
It's so nice to
It's not
not
the
be
spell.
the only person.
The two magic users are just like, "Doo-ba-doo," and everyone's like,
I immediately after healing Katie, get back up and start climbing again.
There's no way I can roll
Right.
them.
Is Katie still hooked to me?
Are you Katie?
I was.
Are you still?
Miss, I would advise you to start climbing on your own. If that happens again, I may not be able to. I will not be able to save either of you.
Runs dismissively.
Disadvantage, Derek?
Yep.
Alright!
Disadvantage
This
and a
is
penalty.
not going to go well.
I get
18
ready to
minus the
latch on
5,
this side.
so 13.
Just in case.
Let's roll.
Did you grapple to the Dragonborn?
Huh?
Did you grapple to the Dragonborn?
I did again, yes. But then I also am like keeping a close eye on him, so if I see him
Pizza.
slipping,
13.
I hold onto the mountain.
Hey, stand
No,
for
I rolled
some.
18. Took off the 5, so it's 13.
Stand for some. Some.
So you
math.
start to climb up a bit, but it's getting difficult.
Why can't we just stand for...
Climbs back
Stand
down, takes
for
off grappling hook,
E.
and sets it down and starts climbing again.
Okay, roll again, just with disadvantages this time.
Is that a good idea?
Actually, no, just with a penalty. Sorry, the penalty is due to the cold weather.
15.
Okay.
Can I?
So, Katie, roll to climb with a penalty.
Now you're climbing on your own.
Seth.
Screw you.
Dragonborn
the
left you
person
behind.
knows.
What modifier would I use for this?
Oh, by the way.
Strength thing, isn't it?
It's athletics with -5.
Athletics, there we go.
Yeah.
Still close. So that's 18.
Is that before the -5?
And what?
Is that before the -5?
That's before the -5, yeah.
Okay, so 13. So
13,
it's hard to climb, even though you haven't been climbing this whole way.
It's hard
And
to climb. No, I haven't been climbing this entire time.
You're fully rested, but you just don't feel like it.
you're
so
climbing about as well as the Dragonborn, who's been hauling you for a day.
Yeah, no.
I'm really, really lazy.
is that your flaw?
Okay.
Really lazy.
No.
Is she
But
still the
it
cleric?
probably should be.
Oh, I was thinking this.
My flaw is that I'm absurdly blunt.
So,
Not
I
sharp at
just
all.
don't feel like climbing a mountain right now.
stops for lunch.
Especially since I don't
So
know
you get
why.
about halfway up the rest of the way up, half of the rest of the way up this mountain.
Takes
So
a break
and
for
you
lunch.
find this shelf where the wind is blowing very strongly, almost horizontally, and the snow is just blizzarding around you almost.
He doesn't care. He stops to eat something.
So you stop.
Do I have a
and start
tent?
direction.
Do I have a freaking tent?
Yep.
I do
Do you have an
not.
explorer's pack?
I do not.
And
Oh.
then he goes back to climbing.
You can sleep with me then, I guess. Whatever. In the same tent, mind you.
Yeah.
Morocco decided not to
Every
stop
character
and
with a
kept
two-person
climbing
tent.
regardless.
They're pretty handy.
Well, if she keeps
Although
climbing,
then
I'm
you
gonna
ask
keep
the question
climbing.
if someone else is sleeping in the tent.
I'm gonna keep
I'm not sitting on a bench.
flying, I guess, as well.
Okay.
Can I be like looking for any frozen herbs if there are any?
There's none.
There
Frozen
is.
on the side
It's
of
basically
the
a blizzard.
That's worth a shot.
You're seeing
You
nothing.
find you find some spearmint.
snow,
It'll
right?
make it colder.
Find some
And even
snow.
more snow. But there are no
Nice.
herbs
Icicles?
because it's
Yes.
the mountains.
I could definitely use this in a potion later.
Grabs an icicle.
So, do you think they're gonna freeze down there?
Do we care?
Miss?
I am working my butt off, so Dragonborn's not feeling
Who's
cold.
freezing what? Where?
Yeah, you're doing fine with the cold.
Son of a little orc.
Like you are getting cold, but for the most part, fine.
You
Do
get
you-
somewhat cold, but like because you're working so hard, you're not gonna sit there and be like, "I'm
You're also at
freezing."
resistance to
So-
cold damage.
I know it's
That's
bad.
the real
It's
part.
great.
We kept climbing, right?
So
To you, Katie.
We did.
So, talking to Morocco, do you think they're gonna freeze down there while we keep climbing?
I mean,
who's behind you? The
Yeah.
Dragonborn is ahead.
The Dragonborn's ahead.
No, we're flying. Me and Morocco kept climbing while they took a break.
well, I took lunch.
You two are flying.
Yeah.
You took a break.
No, not her. Me and Morocco, she's climbing, I'm flying.
Yeah.
They two took a break.
No,
you just said you were
Dragon
Did you take a break?
I always take breaks whenever I'm flying.
Okay, cool. So he stopped with me. She stopped with me.
All right, and
Yeah,
you
thanks.
do have to take breaks while flying.
Mm-hmm.
It only lasts for a set amount of time.
An hour or 30 minutes?
10 minutes.
10
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like you have to be really careful while flying, because if that ends and you're in midair, well, the roots of the moon are
Crash,
down there.
crash,
Free fall.
crash, splat.
Yep.
Anyway,
How many feet into the air are we?
So you haven't actually passed them.
Oh, so I'm still ahead of Murakov.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
Keeps climbing.
They're not going to freeze.
He's just singing to himself in Draconic.
And they're not idiots completely.
yeah.
Wait, no, it's no way I can hear that.
It's the not completely that scares me.
So
I've learned
are you
not
just
to really
heading up
care.
regardless of where they are, or are you kind of
He
staying
can
near
heal
them?
himself, or at least he can heal the other lady. I'm not so sure about Miss Shade.
I'd probably follow the tripwire hook ahead of this one if I can.
The
What
tripwire.
hook?
Sorry, grappler hook.
I was like, what tripwire? There's a trap?
Well,
Huh?
Clearly it's
aren't
a
you
trap.
flying?
Yes.
So you're just going up next to the grappling hook line?
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
Oh.
if she were constantly using the grappling hook, she'd have to keep throwing it every time she reached where it was.
Right.
Which is not terribly
Shoots up
helpful.
10 feet. Shoots up 10 feet.
Come on already!
Come on! Oh!
I'm
So
not
he's just
Arnold
between the two of us.
Schwarzenegger.
I thought she
You are
was just
now.
hooked onto your backpack.
Come on!
No. I dropped her.
Oh.
I didn't drop her, but I climbed back down off the shelf, took off the hook, and set it down, and said, no.
Get to
not
the
today.
get to the temple!
Oh, jeez.
So what
I am Malakov Schwarzenegger! Get to the temple!
Hey, Jonathan, which mountain are we on?
One of those.
Oh, why? Why are we up here?
Why are we climbing the mountain?
Because that's where
That's where the stone said
tells
to
you
go.
to, and you wanted to follow the stone.
What stone?
The stone's telling us to climb the mountain and not just go around
The
it.
stone told you to climb the mountain.
when I pointed it up.
Say physically climb the mountain. Otherwise,
When it was pointed up, it glowed brighter.
Is it still glowing? Brighty.
Yes.
It's glowing brighter than it ever has before.
Brighter.
So, Derek,
It's glowing pretty brightly, yeah.
I'm assuming the day passes.
Today passes, and you find a small shelf that you have no idea if it's anywhere near the peak that you can rest on. But there is still horizontal blizzard winds.
Takes off armor, puts on a shirt.
You know what would be You know what would be
He
great?
only wears shorts underneath his underneath his armor.
Control weather. Circle of less wind, maybe,
Isn't that like-
possibly.
Is that like the 7th level spell?
What does control weather do?
Are you? Is that a serious question?
Is that
Did
like
you really just ask
5,
that?
6, or 7 level spell?
Okay, so lots of spells have specific things they can do.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
even-
know the exact.
Control weather. What it can do if it's really windy, you can change the direction of the wind. You can't get rid of it.
There you go. That's what I would be looking for.
Change it out from us, just away.
That wouldn't be how it
You
works.
can change it like down, up, left, right, forward, or backwards.
Change
I've got a
it.
question. Would it assist me
Maybe
if I
those one
changed it to
amount
up?
on the side that we're not on.
I guess it would be better because
Like,
we're on a
wouldn't be
ledge.
blowing sideways?
We're on
It
a.
wouldn't assist your climbing?
It would not assist our climbing, but since we're on a ledge, it would be blowing up this way, past the ledge. Maybe a little bit of drag right here.
Yeah.
Dang it! All my things are ending up reminding me how I'm
Is it
playing a
still
girl.
blizzarding?
I said, "Is there a trap?" And then I'm like, "Aw, dang!"
He
And then I said,
makes the
"It'll reduce.
blizzarding
There
will
will
leave
be
you
some
there."
drag." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Aw, dang!"
That's what he does. He doesn't want the blizzard. He wants to be able to see somewhat.
Alright. You notice you're probably a few hundred feet
Rebecca's
below
not
the
wearing a
peak.
skirt, so she doesn't care.
Oh! How long would that take
Ooh.
for him to climb?
That's why you wear pants when you're adventuring.
Adventurers wear pants. You heard it here first, folks.
What about robes?
Leather pants, in her case.
So,
How long would that take to climb?
probably another hour.
Going for it, goes back to climbing.
Ooh, you didn't rest though,
So, you do gain a point of exhaustion.
because you didn't rest.
Is that the first one that gives me disadvantage on skill checks?
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
No, I mean when you get to the top.
Oh. When I get to the top, I'll have a point of exhaustion?
Yeah.
But I don't have disadvantage on the check going up?
No.
Okay, cool. Going for it.
Alright, roll an athletics check.
I decide to rest.
Me as well.
Let's see, 10. He's kind of struggling a lot.
Yeah, you do eventually make it to the top though.
And then he takes off his armor, puts on a shirt, and goes to bed. On top of his armor again.
It's
On
comfortable.
top of this mountain, you can see you've actually come out of the blizzard. The blizzard is completely beneath you.
Oh,
Saruman casting.
This peak is almost completely flat, and there is a almost marble temple built on top
he walks
with a
like...
spire that kind of spirals
A spiral spire.
Spiral
Cool.
spire.
up towards the sky.
A spiral
He
spire
walks
that
45
spikes
feet
towards
away
the
from
sky.
edge and goes to bed. He doesn't care.
So there, Derek, what you're saying is there's a spiral spire that spikes towards the sky.
Yep.
Okay, I got it.
On top of a mountain. On top of a tall mountain.
You're not. You weren't alliterating, so it's not better.
I know. I don't care. I'm just
You're-
saying that there's a very tall tower on top of a tall mountain.
On a snowy mountain.
On a snowy mountain.
Tall and snowy mountain.
A
Okay, cool.
tall tower on top of a tessellite mountain.
There's a
Bad idea.
stone structure with a spiraling spire that spikes towards the sky on top of a snowy. I can't.
On top of a snowy
On top of a
tessellite
snowy
mountain.
spire
On top of a snowy
Oh,
mountain.
tessellite. Oh, okay. That's
It's not made of tessellite.
It is made of tessellite.
No, it's not. You're on the wrong mountain for that anyway.
Dang it. Anyway, the alliteration is fun though. And after we rest, we
Rocco finishes resting and continues climbing up.
yes.
All right, roll another athletics check. This time
Yeah,
it's
let's go.
it's still with a penalty because by this point the blizzard has returned.
Because he left.
Because it only lasts an hour. until
I'm
then.
not did it again.
Katie, don't drop stuff.
Katie, keep dropping stuff.
Okay, it's another 13.
Okay. Also, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And you too.
Okay.
Warm. I'm just warming.
Doesn't matter.
Dang
Just
it.
still roll.
17.
This is a cantrip versus the power of nature.
5.
You gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
12.
You're fine.
Derek, did you hear what I got?
What?
I got a 17
Yeah, you're
on my
fine.
constitution check roll thing.
So.
It's just me.
Yep, just you, I guess.
You don't exist.
So, the 4 of you eventually make it to the top of the mountain. Well, the 3 of you that are remaining.
Yes.
Yes.
And you see this stone structure with a spiraling spire that spikes towards the sky.
On the top of a snowy mountain.
It's covered with no. I'm kidding, there's no snow on it.
I'm gonna go into this spiral temple.
Just like, can we stop with the alliteration, please?
I'm going in
Has
there.
everyone else joined me?
It's clearly warmer in there.
You have you have the crazy, and the crazy. So sure.
Has the captain gotten up?
No.
No?
The captain's not here.
When did the captain stop?
I don't know.
Crap.
We have not been checking for the captain very often. We just kind of assumed she'd be okay.
She's not invincible anymore.
Tomorrow morning, the next morning comes, he dons his armor and waits for the captain.
Yeah,
How long
might as
will
well
you
sleep
wait?
with you.
How long does it
I'm
take
gone.
the captain?
Answer my question first.
Probably an hour or two.
She does not fear.
2 days?
You're waiting for 2 days?
No.
No. I'm
waiting,
taking a guess.
I'm waiting another 2 hours.
She does not fear.
Captain! I lower my rope.
You're like 50-foot rope that
Yes.
doesn't even go down to the highest ledge you can see.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, crap.
It's a couple hundred feet to the next ledge. This is when you realize you just don't have enough rope.
Crap.
That's when you need the endless rope.
Rakov has more rope, but she keeps it to herself.
Captain, what to do about the captain? Anybody who can fly want to go check on the captain? Since you can fly like twice as fast as anyone can climb?
But I'm pretty sure you could fall twice as fast as we can fly.
I'm not falling.
Shove.
It was worth it.
Take 700 points of falling damage and die.
Not saving it then.
At least I wouldn't be the idiot who turns into a goldfish.
You can't.
I know. Dear God, please save me!
Turns into goldfish.
Son of a gun!
So, has he fallen off, I'm assuming?
No, it's a joke.
Alright.
You have no idea where the captain is.
Oh.
Someone who can fly, please go check on the captain.
I'll go find the captain then.
I go look
By the way,
for
I did my
Lord
long
and
rest
see
with
if the
him.
captain's actually
Interesting.
there.
You could fly for 20 minutes.
Huh?
What?
That is how much, if... Because you have 2 third-level spell slots. Each
I have
one.
3.
You have 3 third-level spell slots. You sure? I
Yeah.
have 2.
No. Since
I have 5 third level spells.
Oh, you're weird. Oh, slots.
Slots.
Since we're level 6, we get 3.
Oh, we're level 6 now? What the heck?
I'm checking.
Did you not ever change that?
You said we're level 6. So.
We are
I
level
didn't
6.
know when we gain levels, dude. I'm still
I
not-
told
I'm
you!
gonna be a cleric.
I told you!
Sorcerers,
Oh, right. I
at a
didn't get around to
6th
doing that.
level,
My bad.
have 3 third-level spell slots. So you can fly for half an hour.
Yes.
At 60 feet per
At 60 feet per second.
Yes.
per 6 seconds. Well, 10 feet
Well,
per second.
10 feet per second, yeah. 60 feet per second.
What happened, Katie?
So yeah, I'm just gonna try my best.
Alright.
15 minutes down, 15 minutes up.
How
So you
would
fly down 15 minutes, you do not find the captain.
Is there a ledge anywhere nearby?
There are a couple of them.
I'm gonna keep
Though
going.
if you keep going down, you will not be able to make it back to the top.
I'm gonna. Can I make it back to the top if I go back up after a long rest or something like that, or short rest?
Well, yeah, if you take a rest.
Okay.
It has to be a long rest.
Where's the captain?
Okay.
This is gonna suck if she
I'm gonna go
dies.
10 minutes.
She just it's like,
We brought her back to life and then she died.
10 more minutes down.
I mean, I'd go the whole 15 at that point.
I want to be safe so I don't
Oh,
run
true.
out.
So you're saving the last 5 minutes to make sure you find a ledge.
Yes.
You go down
Okay.
10 minutes further. You still don't see the captain.
Call out? I
Yeah,
guess.
no, 'cause
Oh.
you totally hear that.
Have you guys told me that the captain is missing, or have I noticed?
You should have
I
noticed.
hope you noticed.
By now you've noticed.
Sending.
Now you probably
Check
will.
if the captain is even alive. Just a sending. You alive? End sending.
In order for sending to work, they have to be A, on the same plane of existence, B, either conscious or alive.
You alive? Where are you at?
Hey, yo, mama, where you at?
You don't receive a response.
Well,
Factoring in all those things I just said.
she's either not on the same plane, unconscious, or dead. Those are our 3 options.
Or she just didn't respond.
Or she chose not to respond, which I don't know why she would.
Are there any ledges?
The captain that makes complete
Near
and
you,
perfect
yeah, you can
sense.
find a ledge. You
Okay,
could
I'm
get to.
gonna set up.
I mean,
camp.
if somebody sent you a text
I'm gonna
asking...
cast message and see if she is nearby within a 120 feet down.
You have to actually know which direction for message.
I'm gonna
Down.
go straight down.
The message does not receive a target.
Okay.
We assume down.
Where else?
It could be to the left.
It could be back up. You went too far.
Slightly to the left and straight down.
I'm assuming if I cast locate object, I'm not going to find the captain.
Yes.
The captain is not an object. You mean
Well,
locate
You can
person.
find something
Locate
on the captain.
her armor. Locate
Locating something on the captain.
Are you familiar enough with the things the captain has with a new character?
I'm assuming. Well, I'm assuming I'd be familiar with weapons in general.
She hasn't actually drawn her weapons in your presence.
Yes, she has. We fought the armor.
When you fought the armor, yes.
And
You
when
know
she
she
tried
has
to stab
A
us.
rapier and a dagger.
I'm pretty
Well,
well
I'm looking for
acquainted.
rapiers.
Derek, I
Is
think
there
I'm
any
pretty...
rapiers within 1,000 feet of me?
No.
No.
Derek,
Then I have a problem.
I think I'm pretty well acquainted with that dagger. Considering, you know, the whole...
Yeah, but you're not the one casting the spell.
I
If I
think
look
I...
for daggers in general, I'm gonna find some on me, on you, on everybody. Everyone has daggers.
Everyone has daggers.
Everyone knows how to use the pointy stick.
That's a
Definitely.
spear.
Yep, everyone knows how to use that.
That's not a dagger. That's a
That's a
spear.
reference to our previous conversation.
I know. That was actually a pretty interesting conversation.
It was a magnificent conversation.
Started an agrarian sky stream and then turned it into discussing how weapons change throughout history.
Yep. We started with the pointy stick.
And military tactics.
We
And then how to survive in the wilderness.
We started with a pointy stick, and it remained the king of the battlefield until the gun was invented.
It's true. And even then, the pointy stick was added onto the gun.
Yep. Pointy gun.
Now
The
we know what
pointy
you
gun.
speak of.
The pointy gun is now the king of the
The pointy
battlefield.
gun is the king of the battlefield.
Anyway,
Derek, I guarantee that I can help with the fight in the war. I have military rank.
Huh?
I could have used that.
You have military rank. In which country?
in which
Well, I'm
country?
assuming that I came from like Valanti in that area. That country.
Velte?
Velte.
Volanti.
Oh!
I came from Volanti.
These aren't our names to pronounce.
I guess your character is southern now. I came from
I
Volanti.
came from Valante.
I came from Belante down in Palaio.
That's New Orleans. That's okay. You can actually
Shut up.
keep the New Orleans.
I don't care.
Keep the New Orleans. This character. New Orleans.
They call the rising
So
sun.
anyway, so he could have just been like, actually, I'm one of your. I have a military rank. I am not a spy. I promise.
And they didn't realize, and you didn't realize.
Well, like he's like, okay,
Anyway, the captain and the dying, you know, Do we want to keep searching or go into the tower? I could ask, the voice in my head
Is it
which
like-
just
is
started talking to me.
Is it 10 hours long rest?
6 hours, 6
Okay.
days. 24 hours could be a long rest if you want to sleep for that.
Honestly.
Anything above 6 hours, really?
Okay, I'm going 6 hours, and then I'm flying straight back up.
Okay. So 6 hours.
He's still sitting on the edge.
My
Like
legs are
dangling over the
dangling
cliff?
off
No.
the edge.
He's not
Bottom
sitting on
of
the
the
edge, but he's
ball
sitting
is
like
my only
15, 20
friend.
feet back. He's sitting near the edge.
Raka goes into the temple.
I follow!
She will follow and join us when she is ready.
He waits for someone to appear. Does anyone appear
I mean,
within the first 5 hours?
No.
How about number 6?
Number 6, no.
Number 7.
Half an hour later,
Yeah.
you see a little
anyway,
cold little person beat their head over the
Captain.
ocean clouds.
in
Where's the
character,
captain?
in character
Look for her
discussion.
yourself.
Fuck you too.
Anyway, in character discussion
But
between.
both of you idiots.
You're not out here. Leave us
I'm
alone.
not, but I can still hear you.
How long have you known the
I
captain?
didn't speak that loudly.
You always speak that loudly. How long have you known the captain? You said your name was Marokov? Marakov?
Marokov, yes.
Marokov. How long have you known?
Captain for 3 years.
And you say she likes to take our time with things like these?
I just know that she's very capable of handling her.
Well then, I'm not worried.
Handling her what?
She's very powerful.
Handling herself.
From what I've noticed.
What do we see around us in
All right,
temple?
going inside.
So,
Yep.
The
went
walls
inside,
of the
and I
temple.
just realized I have the most bomb of healing powers ever now.
Yeah?
the
Yeah.
walls of
So
the
when I hit level
temple.
6, all my healing spells that I cast heal me too.
Oh.
Yes, now we push you off the edge so Derek can talk.
Shut up.
Alright. So, the walls of the temple.
Anyway,
I will throw this lead paperweight I'm holding at you.
Don't touch that for too long, you'll get brain damage.
It's not covered in lead.
Brain damage.
It's not covered in lead.
Regardless, continue.
You'll have brain damage.
So the walls of the temple are covered with almost depictions of events carved into the stone.
Do any of them look familiar?
They look to be wars and like blessings and things of that nature.
I
In
did.
the center, there's almost a bowl where you can see this spire actually goes into the temple and touches the base.
I didn't know we were at the
And at
Greybeards.
the base, it kind of expands a bit, and there's a small, almost very small chamber-like area within it.
You get to learn how to foos road up.
I'm gonna take the stone from you and see how much it's glowing.
It is
Mike?
glowing pretty brightly. And
You are
it's
not.
pulsing slightly.
If you
Apparently
reach,
you
you will not. You will not.
Stupid glowing rock. What is it doing?
You can see it through both layers of my clothes now.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to see any more of you. Please take the rock out of your bra.
you don't need to see it. It shines through my clothes.
Yes, that's the problem.
Exactly.
Actually, you said New Orleans accent.
Yes.
Demonstrate for me again.
It was more of the honey type of southern, rather than
Honey
the
type of
hick
southern.
hick type of southern
So trying to
accent.
go a little bit more soon.
You just literally said the
Deeper.
exact same accent, except one time you were loud, the other time you sounded like
It
you tried
was
to
different.
seduce
It-
me.
It was
It-
different.
That's the
different.
only
The-
difference.
So there's the hick type of southern accent, and then there's
Then
the
there's the more
smoother, more
Orleans kind of accent.
Orleans.
New.
New-
That's the problem. That we can see it through your clothes.
New Orleans style accent.
Orleans. You gotta
Anyway,
keep it nice and smooth, alright?
yes.
That's not it, but it works.
Funny again.
You gotta just stick with it.
Anyway.
I'm doing it again. Sorry, it's just that the plug nose
But
makes
yes.
it really hard to do some accents.
Anyway,
But yes,
Well,
the
go on.
crystal is pulsing ever so slightly.
I walk around the room. Where is it most
The
pulsing?
middle.
The middle.
Where
The
this
middle.
fire is.
Okay, let's put it to the ground, then let's put it to the sky and see which one's better.
I hear. I guess we're here.
Yes.
Continue looking around. Are there stairs?
So, are you going to stand in the middle of the room?
Yes.
It is
Just
glowing
glowing
extremely
on,
brightly, so much that it's hard to look at.
Ah! No!
Put it on the ground.
But you do notice there is an arcane circle carved into the ground with various runes.
I say we go on that thing. And I slide into the bowl.
Hmm.
I'm assuming, is the bowl in the center of the room?
Yes.
Okay. I slide
And I'm
into the
in
bowl
that.
to
Yeah.
stand in the circle.
Everybody in the circle then. I'm gonna steal your accent now because I can't help it.
Well, you shouldn't have suggested that.
So everyone stands in the circle. Bugger all happens. You're all just
Okay.
standing there.
I'm just gonna see if I can understand these runes.
Roll an Arcana check.
I was gonna do that.
Well, you can also do that if you care.
Yeah, almost everybody here except for me is a practicing wizard of some
Okay.
kind.
You have a point of exhaustion, don't you?
No, I took a long rest.
Right, you're good.
Can I see what's Arcana? Is it intelligence?
Arcana is intelligence.
Okay. What is? Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Don't you
I'm not
have
some
your
sort of
character sheet?
No, I
wizard.
just gotta remember.
I'm
I know
a
I have
paladin.
2s on things and and I have a 5 on.
Where is your character sheet?
It's on my computer.
Oh. Well.
19.
So what'd you get?
I got a 9.
You would be able to determine that the nature of these runes, the school they belong to, is divination.
Wait, I know why I got a 9. It's too bright for me to
You
look
can't see
I-
anything.
I'm just
Oh,
sitting there.
throw away the stone for now.
No, it's precious to me. The captain gave it to me.
Precious to me.
Listen, she might be
I
dead.
literally grab the stone and
No!
walk out of the circle.
Why?
It stops glowing quite as brightly, but it's still glowing pretty bright.
What if we need that to get to the top?
Within my meaty fist, can it glow through that?
Yes.
Yes. It's kind of like the
Skin
X-ray.
like leather.
Like
Wow,
when,
that's a
when
powerful
you, it's like when you shine a flashlight against your hand. A very powerful flashlight. You can
Keep
kind of
in
see the
mind that my
bones.
skin is incredibly thick and my hands
I'm
pretty
going
tough.
to look for any holes that the stone can fit into on the floor.
There are no holes.
Okay.
No grooves, no nothing?
It's a flat stone floor.
Okay, I start looking around on the walls to see if there's any place where a little stone like that would fit.
Is there a depiction of how to get up?
Nope.
Are there stairs?
Nope.
No stairs.
Is there a
You-
way down?
Nope.
Then we fly up.
That was I was about to suggest.
So you fly up to the top of the spire. On the top there is a small diamond that's inverted set on top, but other than that you see nothing.
Take it.
From the
Like diamond shape or a natural diamond?
It's a diamond.
Dan, take it.
I need both of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
This is why we don't touch things if we don't know what they mean.
20. None.
19.
You both fail.
What?
Oh. I may be falling to the ground.
You both
I'll
take
kill you, but I won't catch you. You deserve to fall.
Listen, I thought it was a shard.
you both take 28 points of lightning damage
Oh,
as this gem just explodes
Start
in
using some
lightning.
healing words, baby.
Ow. I fly back down. How much health did you have? Because you're a sorcerer?
I have 4 left.
Oh. Well,
Okay, so
I still have half my
Okay,
health.
depends.
What's your max HP?
with my ability to
Mine?
preserve life.
Yeah.
mine is 51. Why?
Okay, never mind. Mine's 49 then.
Why is yours 49?
No,
A
okay, so
sorcerer's
it's always-
health wouldn't be 49.
No?
I
That's-
am
I rolled
squishy. Holy
high.
crap, maybe I need
That
to
sounds
recalculate.
really high.
Okay, so it's 32 then.
For a sorcerer.
Yeah,
They're squishy.
I don't think it would be 49.
That was-
Unless you had a high Constitution. Really high.
Yeah, you got stupid high.
At least a modifier of 3. And maximum health rolling.
Okay, so yeah, 32 games.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, then.
So, so you both fly back down.
Mm-hmm.
You're substantially shocked.
Derek.
You look like you stuck your finger into a light socket, essentially.
And then left it there for a few minutes.
Walks up, touches
I
both
just
of you,
look
and
at
both
you
get
both
15 points of
unimpressed.
health back.
Thank you.
Alright, fine. I'll heal you. Don't
I-
do it again.
I don't need healing. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'll take
I'm
the
fine.
healing.
I'm fine.
One of them is
Regardless,
fine.
I use my wonderful cleric ability of channel divinity.
Why? No, not yet. No.
The power
Not
of
yet,
darkness
not right now,
heals
fine. We'll leave
you.
it there. Well, whatever. I'll just use. Let's see. I got a whole
Only
list.
one of them needs healing now. I fixed the other one.
Which one is healing?
You said you wanted healing.
Yes, from here. After you heal
Okay,
both of us.
hold on.
Yes. I
Katie,
fixed one of them.
I'm not sure I want to be healed by the powers of darkness.
I'm very sure I don't want to be healed by the powers of
The dwarf can
darkness.
heal.
Yes, but I serve the god of light, and you serve the god of darkness, and it's kind
Well, I
of.
serve the prince of darkness. It's a very different thing.
Have you ever tried flirting with darkness before?
Says the Shadow Sorcerer.
I forgot you are the darkness.
I can-
Oh,
Yeah, I am.
I use my
Arm.
healing words. Okay,
I
whatever.
can cast darkness if that's what we want.
I can make
Yes,
dark.
but have you ever flirted with darkness?
You can leave. There's a ledge outside this temple, and you
just
can
walk right off.
you can leave.
Oh, you can
I will
fly
not
straight
stop
up and knock yourself out.
I can Eldritch blast you off that cliff, and I can shatter this whole room. Bah! Just explode us all.
That's not how Shadow works.
Hey Derek,
Please
what else
no,
can
thank you,
hard to see
bye-bye.
do?
Control
weather.
Control water is another spell. I
Control
think those are the
water.
only two it can actually do. But
Okay. Does it
Uh-huh.
have any advantages or disadvantages?
no.
Can I try
No.
and make another
Just has the
Arcana
two spells?
check?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I make another Arcana check now that the
Just
light
one for
isn't
short
right
rest.
under me?
Yes.
Cool.
Worse. What in the heck?
It's magic.
Why?
Carved
Why?
into the stone.
Derek, I would
Why?
attempt to roll Arcana, but I have -1.
There's
Can
no
I
way
anyway?
You can roll poorer than Jonathan.
Can I?
Yes.
Oh, it's not 20.
You
Four.
get 13 health points back,
Okay,
by the
maybe
way,
you
Ammon.
could. It's
That's-
carved into the stone in magic.
Can I try to understand it?
I pull out my pouch
You know
of
it's divination.
No, that's right.
Derek.
Sorry, I
pull
thought we
out
were
my
talking
pouch
about
of
diamond up above.
little dust and like
It's
sprinkle some of it.
magical.
Can
Magic. Yep. Yeah,
Can
it's magic.
Can I study
Yeah,
the walls to
double checking.
see what I can learn about this place in general?
As I said before, the walls just appear to depict things such as wars, divine blessings, great curses and blights.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm gonna go.
I'm
look for
assuming-
magic.
and they have runes around them in a language you do not know.
Compare it with my book.
It is not the same language.
Not the same.
Can I
same
read the
language as
language?
You cannot.
Can I use comprehend languages and read the language?
You can try.
I do it.
They're arcane runes.
Oh.
No.
Sprinkle some of the dust on the walls.
You're out
Walls
of dust.
glow.
Surprisingly, they don't.
Oh really?
You are currently out of dust, I'm assuming. Because
Am I
that.
out of dust?
No, you still have dust.
How much?
It's about a third of the way full.
Okay. I have a lot of dust. It's a cool item. I'm gonna go look for other rooms. Are there any other rooms?
They're not. It
So
only
this is
main
one
room.
big room.
Full of bad bitches. Sorry, I had to.
What is your charisma, you, Ammon? Your characters?
5. I know that.
All three of you use charisma as your spell. All three of you.
So there's the ugly one and the three pretty ones.
I sit down and
I
start
will
reading the
not
gnome's
heal
book.
any of you. Congratulations, have fun with that.
I was talking about the Dragonborn.
I'm leaving you dead.
I'm going to pull out the gnome's book and start reading.
I played playing with the little stone in my
It speaks
hand.
about astronomy.
She gave that to
Cool.
me, though.
I did not.
Just about various
No,
stars
no,
that
no,
some
no. The
star
captain
maps.
gave it to me.
I don't care.
Speaks of some constellations.
I've got a question, Derek.
Yep.
If I read this enough times, will I ever gain something from it?
Potentially.
Potentially.
Okay, so
It is possible.
I have made a connection. Divination is the power of telling things that may happen.
Yes.
Correct? So I'm not assuming that this is history. I'm assuming that this is the future
No duh.
depicted on the walls. Can I study it
Some of
to
it
see
may
what
be
to prepare
history.
for?
It's just... There's not really specifics to study.
Can I make a history roll to...
You
Predict
can't make
where
a
we-
history roll to predict the future.
No, a history roll to compare and contrast to see where we are in the timeline that is this
You
place.
have no idea.
We don't even know if it is a timeline. He could have just been like, and I see this, I'll put it on this wall.
Oh, this wall looks nice.
There we go, this one. This one.
Or-
What do we do here? What's supposed to happen? There's something blatantly obvious.
Is a magic glowing circle? Actually, I don't know. The magic glowing circle, perhaps?
Yeah, the thing we've been trying to figure out that we can't. So obviously, if we keep making checks about that, Derek's going to be like, yeah, penalty, plus disadvantage, plus another penalty.
Yeah, because eventually there's nothing you can learn.
Yeah, but I just...
I'm going to walk up and attempt to activate it.
How?
Okay. Just roll a d20.
I've done it once before. Remember that room? I activated something. 6. Walks over and pokes it.
Yep.
What are you trying to do?
Activate it.
I
It worked
what?
before. And then he sits down in the circle and goes
I'm
back to reading
merely
the notes
trying
book.
to activate this circle here.
No, you walked into it.
I should probably mention the spiral is quartz crystal, one of them, and the other one appears to be marble. Just sheer white marble.
And the significance of that.
I don't
What's
know.
the stone
I
made
just
out of
thought
it?
I'd say it. The stone, the crystal?
Yes.
The crystal that you were still wearing.
Nope, she stole it, and
that
we'll give it
Katie
back.
Stole. You have no idea, and right now it's way too bright to tell.
I'm just messing with it.
It appeared to be either like a quartz or a cubic zirconium before.
Does there look like there's a piece of the quartz crystal missing?
No.
No? Okay. Can I just go pick it up and put it in the middle of the circle?
You can. Starts pulsing.
So, when do we
Wait.
break the ground?
Can we, like, clap in rhythm with the pulsing? I don't know what to do.
You just start clapping with the pulsing.
I'm really...
Are you
Really
just
confused.
Iroh now in the prison just...
I'm
man.
lost, Derek. I have no clue what to do. I'm so lost.
He just waits.
And I don't want to make any more checks because I'm going to get disadvantage. I'm so
Okay,
upset.
how high is the diamond?
It's about 80 feet up.
Okay, I am gonna try something out. I'm going to attack it with chromatic orb.
Oh, we're all going to die.
That seems like a bad idea.
So you
Lightning.
cast chromatic orb with lightning. It goes up and hits the diamond. Just
So what happened?
I take the crystal, fly up, and put it on top of the diamond.
Does it glow less when he takes it,
it
off?
glows less.
Take it back down to the
Rub
circle.
it!
Hmm.
So it's pulsing when inside the circle.
Yes.
We need to activate the circle. Something's important about this. It's blatantly obvious. Make another check. I don't care.
Can we touch it toward...
There we go. Final freaking lead 23.
This is definition.
What you know about arcane crystals? They are the conduit to the elemental plane of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Have we tried touching it to the outside?
Of what?
The circle?
No.
No? Okay.
Can we touch it?
We put it in the middle.
I do know
Where
that
did that?
usually when a wizard or sorcerer is using one of these, this is a new rule change. I made arcane crystals. You have one. If you don't have it, you don't get your powers.
Oh, then
You have an
I
arcane
have an
crystal.
arcane crystal.
Yep. It is your conduit to the elemental plane of magic.
Neat.
But anyway, by performing specific verbal and somatic components, along with providing specific materials at times, it communicates to the elemental plane of magic and brings back an effect, which is what is seen as magic.
Mhm. And since this is not mine, I cannot activate it.
That may not
So
be
what
true.
it does is it actually communicates between planes.
Mm-hmm. But it's connected to a certain person.
It is connected to a certain person.
Can
Yeah.
other people use it?
Question.
That's what I thought.
You said the runes on the walls are magical. Are they similar to Draconic?
Draconic is the base of magical runes, so I will say they are similar.
Can
Just
I
to standard
understand
Draconic
anything?
Arcanic runes do not have words. They are symbols that present an arcane meaning.
You're
Okay.
using comprehending language, I would have been able to read it.
Yeah.
True. I'm just double checking. Maybe I'll get certain feelings from the symbols. This one means pain and despair.
I'm gonna try using my own stone to activate it. The circle.
In order to produce an effect from the arcane crystal, you have to cast a spell.
Any spell.
So what spell are you casting?
Knock.
On a.
Sure, why not? See what happens.
Wait a minute. Huh?
That's interesting.
Knock is the one that gets Derek to open the book?
Well,
What type of garbage?
Nothing happens.
he was double
I had to
checking
check
something, I
about the
assume.
spell.
I pick up the rock and I tap it on the floor. In the middle of the thing.
Is it hollow?
I wish I had my spell list with me.
No.
Well, like, after he casts knock on it, boom! Huh. Taps on floor with
You
rock.
know what I could cast on this
Can you
magic
player's
circle?
handbook?
You know what I could cast on this magic circle?
What?
Magic
What?
circle.
Can I see the player's handbook? There you go. Let me see.
Are you going to?
Do I know the magical, can I try and match up the magical runes in the magic circle to this circle?
That's not how magic circle works. It's completely different, and it's actually not even the same school. It's abjuration, divination.
I don't have divination, do I have any divination spells?
Divinations are like locating things, like
Right.
scrying, seeing things from a distance.
I have clairvoyance.
Is clairvoyance?
The ground starts shaking for a little bit.
Okay. Clairvoyance is divination.
I'm gonna
Okay.
clairvoyance it up in this place. Clairvoyance means I can see a place that I'm familiar with, so I'm gonna look into the house in Velte that I live at.
Create an invisible sensor within range. Oh, it has to be within a mile, so.
Oh, well then,
Um,
one of the ledges that we,
one of the ledges you slept on. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
you see Captain! No.
if only.
You know what? Let's see. No. As you cast this spell,
Is the music change appropriate?
sure. The circle almost seems to absorb it completely.
And I don't
And
see
the
anything?
entire circle begins to pulse slightly.
Can I have the rock back, please? Put it on around my neck.
So you're reaching for the rock.
Yes, I put the rock back on.
I'm sitting next to the rock.
You grab it, but you can't move it. It is held in place.
Is the entire circle pulsing at this point?
Yes.
Is that divination
just
spell
gonna
you
stand up.
casted?
Continue
Inside
describing.
Then you see almost a bead, like the crystal begins to glow even brighter, and then the light seems to shoot out of it upwards through this spire.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look up through it, you see it hit the diamond and scatter into multicolored lights,
Mm-hmm.
beams of light that reach up to the sky.
hear a crack. And you look down and you see there's a large crack in the arcane crystal. And eventually it stops glowing. The light stops coming out of it. And the crystal shatters. There's
With a bang?
Then there's a blinding flash of light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still inside the circle.
So am I. I have to be.
Everyone is. Clearly.
You are temporarily blinded.
Can I see everything? I can't. I can't see everything.
No. You're blind too.
Damn.
And as the light begins to fade, you begin to see there's a figure standing in the center of this circle.
Gandalf the White?
He is wearing white robes trimmed with gold. Let's see. He just kind of looks over all of you, and as your sight begins to return, you can see he has a long, white beard.
Gandalf! Gandalf!
It's Gandalf the White!
And he actually does have decently length white hair as well.
Yes.
It is Gandalf.
Yes.
I've heard stories where the players called somebody by the wrong name. It ended badly for them.
It's Igwe.
Yep.
He just kind of looks over all of you.
You've heard it too. Yes.
And why have you come to my temple?
We visited a island in the... Wait, that's not why we're here. That's where this stone led us. Guys, why are we here? Is that the only reason? Does the stone
Apparently,
have
as far
a...
as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did the captain say to me about the stone belonging to this guy?
She said the stone belonged to Kavanagh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I remember why we came. There's all the stars are disappearing from the sky, except for remind me the name of the star. please.
Arias Valaris.
Arias Valaris, which appeared as the rest of them started disappearing. That's the main reason we came here, because you are, well, still quite well known as a powerful divination wizard.
He leans down and picks up the shards of the crystal, and then proceeds to trace arcane runes in the air. You can see the crystal reform as it was, and he holds it up, and a beam of almost purplish energy hits the crystal, just comes straight from above and hits it.
Is it clairvoyance energy?
No,
Dang.
that's better. And he puts it on.
Looks absolutely looks like that's perfectly normal. He doesn't know the difference. He doesn't know that you shouldn't be able to do that. He's just like, okay, so
You're like, okay, we're over here like, this is not right.
How do you... Do I know that it's really difficult to repair an arcane crystal?
I'm assuming
You know that it's next to impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That...
So he looks like it's perfectly normal. The two of them is like,
No.
Do you not get this?
Do
Do you not understand what he just did?
he
Is he
fixed
right?
his stone.
He fixed his rock.
He
He
fixed
likes
the
this
stone.
rock.
It was important to him.
I pull on my sword. If this was broken, it'd be broken forever. He just fixed his.
Well, then if you broke
Yes.
that one, then take it to him and he can fix it, apparently.
Maybe I should break you instead.
That'd be quite difficult.
Okay.
Trust me.
How though?
Not all magic is as limited as most people believe.
Can I have the unlimited magic, please?
It does not work that way.
Dang.
But perhaps I could teach you.
I get to be taught by a grand wizard.
I sense that something is troubling you all.
The world is ending.
You mean the stars are disappearing? As I said earlier.
That's ending the world.
You're ending the world?
You spoke of Arios Valaris. And he goes over to one of these, like,
The murals?
murals on the wall. And you notice this one particularly is carved very strangely. There's just a ton of dots. And one larger dot in the center. And he waves his hand and the runes on the outside glow. And it almost becomes as if it's living, this picture. And you can see these dots beginning to disappear, one by one.
Yeah, like that.
And the star in the center, kind of more of a maroon, reddish color.
Exactly like that.
Arios Valaris is no normal star. It only appears when there is enough power being channeled from the plane of magic to make it visible.
So it's a magical star.
Yes. In fact, it is not a star, it is a place.
I guess we're
So
going.
that means someone's been channeling enough magic for... How long has it been? Like a month? Almost?
It's been nearly half a year.
For nearly 6 months.
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. I forgot that this one has weird...
Yeah, you're good.
To not only make it appear consistently, but to start drowning out other stars.
Indeed.
Can you cast counterspell at 9th level? Cast
I don't
counter
think that would work.
counterspell 9th level. Whatever's doing this, stop.
Counterspell Arios Valaris. No one can use magic.
No one.
If you can cast a 10th level, then we'll agree.
10th level. You can cast it at 10th level, sure.
Just fix the problem. It's gone.
Who knows how many wizards you need to cast or sorcerers
This
at
is a
10th
day
level?
that was foreseen.
Luke's less impressed. That's kind of your thing.
Yes. I saw many things, but not all of them came to pass. For once you know the future can be changed.
I have one question.
What
Future
is
has been
it?
changed.
Why do you have a temple at the top of a mountain and no stairs?
Oh.
Because I have no need of such things.
He can poof from place to place.
This is where I can be closest and have the greatest power for my magic.
I have another question.
Yes.
Did you kill a dragon for this place?
No.
Liar.
I didn't say anything. I thought it. You did not know.
It is
Fair
as I
play, Ed.
feared.
Music gets more
It is.
dramatic.
This was one of the last visions I ever saw.
So are you dead?
We are dead.
At one point I was, but magic is a powerful thing.
So you brought yourself back to life.
You can.
No,
You cast
you
clone.
didn't.
I did it with my clairvoyance. I didn't even know I had resurrect as a spell.
You didn't.
Clairvoyance is Avada Kedavra versus clairvoyance. Resurrection.
Avada Kedavra. Avada Kedavra. I can't even say it.
I'm not here right now. Nope.
So
I cast Divine Sense.
you almost get a celestial presence from the area.
Looks much more respectful suddenly. Of course, sir. My apologies.
Yes. These
Crap.
visions, many of them came true. Many of them brought with them destruction and pain. But this one was one I could never truly understand. And as it continues going, you notice that just Arios Valaris is left. And then one side seems to be just light advancing. The other side seems to be darkness. Coming towards the center. Eventually they meet. And it ends.
Katie, it sounds like we have to hug.
You have to hug the darkness.
Darkness and light. The one who worships the darkness. The one who worships the light.
Like hugs.
I don't like hugs.
Don't touch me.
No.
Then hug the one that is darkness.
No.
This was always the simplest of my
He is
visions.
also darkness, points to the wizard.
But what concerned me the most is they both meet at Arius Valaris, the plane of magic.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything
That's
from
the
this.
entire plane of magic?
Because things are skipping. I'm like getting 2 words out of this conversation entirely.
Arius Valaris is the plane of magic.
Sounds like we have to go to space.
Eh?
Oh. Okay.
Fly. Cast fly. And
That's the
Elemental
ability
travel.
to breathe?
cast ability not to breathe.
I studied Arius Valaris in the plane of magic for years. I know that there is a way to get there, not that anyone would necessarily want to.
How do you
Sounds
get
like
there?
we need to.
There is a dimensional rift
Where?
in Vagatal.
There. Soon as then.
However, if you did not have powerful enough magic, simply the journey there could tear you apart.
Where again?
He's slowly, like, just looks more and more concerned and confused.
Veritan, the other.
Oh. Veritan, but what's volatile?
Verital or Veritan?
Veritan.
Oh.
We need to go.
So, the question becomes, you have traveled all this way. Are you willing to travel further?
We've already gone this far. Why not go further? As long as we don't have to climb back.
Back
We
now.
have to save Velte.
Velte is having. Will the
Velte is going
Velte
to
War
be-
resolve itself for the better?
There's a war in Velte.
The war in Telkitor
He
and.
steps to the center of the room, begins to cast a spell tracing large arcane runes in the air.
Do we even have to
all
worry
around
about
him?
this? Is what I'm really asking.
Yeah. And eventually, he just stops, and the circle beneath him glows, and he is enveloped in a beam of light that just shoots upward through the spire.
I cast Divine Sense right now.
There's another celestial presence.
So is there, like, it's straight up just a celestial presence.
This room is filled with a celestial presence.
Ah!
This man is a
This is
celestial.
Drake's will be fine.
Well, no,
Hawks
duh.
won't be able to-
No,
Oh.
not only this man, he has made his entire place a celestial. He
Personally,
has brought it
Well, if
from the
he had
celestial.
hollowed the place,
Well,
it would benefit
it would
me
give
if
the
I
same
learned about this
idea.
magic. So off I go. I go through the beam.
That's not a portal. That's
So go up to the beam.
Yeah,
that's just him.
I thought it was a
That's-
portal.
No, that's just him looking into
So-
the future.
As you reach out and touch the beam,
You look into the time vortex and you go mad. Doctor Who reference.
kind of, yeah.
What?
All of a sudden, you just see images flashing through your mind at a rate you cannot comprehend. And your arm reactively just pulls back. And you just get a huge headache.
You are now the master.
This is not what I was imagining.
And after a while, the light dims and he's standing there, eyes glowing
Why
slightly.
did you touch it?
And then-
I was supposed to touch it.
The glow fades.
Well, if you have a headache, I can help you with that.
This war will not be the first. There will be many wars on Elton in the coming years. To focus your attention on one war would be to neglect all others.
So we need to focus
question.
on the bigger picture and
How
not.
long do we have until the dark and the light meet? Roughly?
It has already begun.
Do you have a time frame?
Time is meaningless in the situation we're in right now.
Or a pen and paper
There
so
are-
we can write this all down.
This darkness is not yet complete, but neither is the light. They cannot meet until they have found what they seek.
Oh, goody.
The
And
darkness
as soon as-
seeks its soul. The light seeks its body.
The light seeks the
Oh.
body. What does the darkness seek?
Its
Soul!
Ah.
SOUL. Like the
You
capital of
guys are cutting
South
out,
Korea.
Like, every 2 words. I'm getting half of your conversation. You realize this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because Derek is quiet.
No, that's because he's being whimsical. When he's being
Whimsical. When he is full of whimsy, he is silent. So we don't need to focus on what's going on between certain countries. We need to focus on, like, the thing going on in the sky.
The whole world's at stake. Forget war.
Yeah, let's not. Can you send us to... Can you put us in an optimal position to prepare ourselves and enable ourselves to start trying to solve this problem?
He traces an arcane rune in the air while looking at you, I believe. And a small cloth-wrapped object floats out of your bag.
Is that the chart of elements?
And the cloth actually just falls off it.
And it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, dang. You're not gonna use that up, are you? There's a guy who needs that.
I am aware.
And you are the guy?
He's basically a god. Just let him be. Let him do
You
whatever he's
can,
doing.
you can have your godly fear all you like, but I will ask my questions. Anyway.
This is
Your eyes
no
are just of a
arcane
child.
artifact.
No, he looks terrible.
Yes, it's an infinity stone.
Yeah,
I understand.
you're right.
Derek.
I'm a child.
This is a piece of the body.
We got an infinity stone. Careful, Thanos might be after us.
I'm
Uh,
assuming that's what the light is after. Is the infinity things that elemental.
Elemental shards of eternity.
Yes, the shards of eternity. Yeah, shards
Infinity, eternity.
of,
Shard,
eternity.
stone.
I mean, we had
connection.
a god of light come and
body.
ask us to find them.
The body of this god, he broke into 4. Just
I'm
as
quite five.
He must have been quite small then.
upon humanity. Pieces of his power to aid in times of need. And it kept him balanced with his opposite.
And if we were to gather them all?
If you were to gather them all and reforge them into what they once were, then perhaps this could all be stopped.
And how would we reforge them and where?
I'm
That's
assuming someplace
even
full
I
of
don't
magic.
know. Perhaps in area Spalaris itself.
Also, Smash looks just absolutely terrified of this man now. At this point in time, she's like, okay, Dragonborn, over 6.5 feet tall, looks to be like 4 feet tall because he's like
He's just
drawn. He's like, if he looks in his direction, he like flinches almost.
He looks over all of you for a second. I see this is not the only thing troubling you,
Can you be more
The
specific?
captain! The captain!
though. And he begins to trace another arcanic rune in the air. Then his eyes glow slightly. Then they fade. He waves his hand, and she just appears on the floor, unconscious.
Of course
walks
she
over and
is.
casts Cure Wounds on the captain.
So,
Thanks? I guess, kind of?
thank you. Captain,
I cast Cure Wounds on the
what
captain.
happened?
She's unconscious currently.
I heard conscious.
Unconscious.
He just cast Cure Wounds, which brings him under consciousness. So her eyes open slightly. Oh. Apparently, I was not as good a climber as I thought.
I'm glad you're
Sorry,
okay.
what?
The captain is back.
Okay, but why was she out?
Because
she wasn't as good at climbing that as she thought.
She fell.
She fell off a cliff.
Ah,
My question
well done.
is, like, did he pull the captain from somewhere, or like completely bring her back?
You have no idea.
He just teleported her here. You
That's-
brought her back.
No, there's a
Though
possibility.
It is important to consider. Wizards cannot cast resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It is not in their list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he
That's
could have
my
definitely
guess.
brought her from somewhere else.
Yeah. Though he did say magic is a lot more
Exactly.
limitless than people originally assumed.
For all I know, he predicted that she was going to fall, stopped her fall. Like, he could do basically
For
anything.
all we know, he could be multi-classing every magic.
Yeah, bard.
Level 20 bard.
Okay, except Bard, hopefully.
Level 40 bard.
Impossible.
Impossible. You can only get up to 20.
I know.
And then you get up to 20.
Anyway, can you put us in an optimal position to start repairing or assembling these things that we might get stop this world from ending?
At least one of you has seen another of these shards. And he waves his hand again, and a set of plate mail and a sword appear on the ground. Familiar.
You know that one that your girlfriend has that we needed? That you left with?
Vondrens.
Yes.
That she said she would give up and never war again?
That we could have asked for and didn't.
Guilty.
I'm not putting it
Question:
on.
who saw that? Who saw the armor and sword?
All of us as we walked
Katie?
right past her. Katie.
You all have new characters. Katie
Uh-huh.
would be the only one who actually would have seen it.
But we
Okay.
we would have walked right past her.
Which is very
But she didn't wear it again.
Okay, so Vondren's
Wait, where did
girlfriend's
she put it?
armor and sword contain the
Apparently not
shard that
someplace
we
was
need.
protected from
No, they
magical
don't contain
teleportation.
the shard.
They are.
They're what you agreed to barter for one of the shards.
Oh yeah. We still need to visit that guy again.
In the Spire of Lights.
Dang.
Looks at the spire we're in. This reminds me of the nephew one.
Wait, what was the
No,
deal
it
and where
doesn't.
did it get
And you're
back?
not.
I can take you there, and you can retrieve this if you so desire.
Yeah, we kind of need those.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I might need to go back to my magical armory to see if I can find anything to help here.
We have. He gestures a wizard.
Hey, we're finally balanced out in this party.
Well, yes.
What do you mean balanced out?
And I have something I
We have two
need to
creatures of
return.
darkness, two people that can heal,
Well,
and two
I'm
people
assuming if
creatures
he
of light.
takes us there, he'll bring us back shortly.
And will you?
I can, yes.
Then I'm willing to wait.
Let's take care of that.
Okay, let's go. Fine.
He's just absolutely terrified. God.
So he takes out a small wand, touches it to each of your shoulders.
He's giving
All
you
8 of
a
them or
max
just
wizard.
4?
Just one shoulder.
All 8.
And then he traces an arcanic rune in the air and flicks the wand, and you all feel your form shift.
Yeah.
And we die.
And you die. As enters to Arius Valaris, you get consumed by
I hate
chaos
traveling
element.
like this.
Help! I know what character I'm coming back with next time.
So,
Distrance in the Skilled.
you all find yourself in blinding light.
Oh, my eyes again. God.
He's teleported
It's
us
as if-
into the sun.
It's as if you're standing right next to the sun.
Wait, what season is it?
All of them.
It's hard to tell. The grass is of a faint teal hue.
We're
I
in.
have picked up.
Okay, what season would it be in the overworld? In the
In which part?
You know what I mean.
I actually don't know. I
That's
can't remember.
okay. So when we were at
I
the
didn't
archipelago, how many months did it take to get up there?
We don't even know. We don't.
I genuinely don't know what season it is right now. I think it's closer to winter.
I cast darkness everywhere.
No. If you try, I
The
counterspell.
darkness is actually immediately destroyed.
No! No!
Right.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Before we would have left, I would have grabbed the plate and the sword.
Yeah, I figured as much.
He's. Did the wizard come with?
He did not.
He looks much more comfortable right now.
And then the wizard is right behind you.
The wizard is highly amused.
Anyway.
Wizard could be there and just have cast greater invisibility on himself.
Rock of Chortles
There's
at
a
your
lot of
career.
spell slots.
Ha ha. Ha ha.
I
Anyway.
laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha!
Danger laughs in your face too, as it kills you.
See-
Both of those things.
Shamash is not bright enough to realize he's in danger. He was bright enough to realize that he was in a hollowed, sacred place and was absolutely terrified.
Yeah. Now you're standing right next to what appears to be the sun.
Anyway.
Eh.
And we're in a position where we're supposed to. I say hello, like Vondran would do.
There is the response.
If I
Of
cast
course
Divine
not.
Sense... Divine Sense.
Divine Sense shows only celestial and undead, right?
And Fae.
And Fae?
And Fae.
Everything is Fae.
Is there anything
Everything.
that is quite powerfully Fae besides the
We're
place?
just in the Feywild.
We'll say you get a sense towards the sun.
What sun?
That way.
It's the one you can't see anymore because you've been staring at it for too long.
I point in that
What do you
direction
mean
and then...
You're standing right next to it!
Oh yeah, that's how the Feywild works. We need to walk that way.
He
Away
points
from the
directly
sun.
At the sun. No,
That
he,
way.
He points directly at the sun and says, we need to go that way.
I don't think we do.
That's where the power is from. It's very
That does
powerful.
not necessarily mean we need to walk that direction.
Well, we're looking for incredibly powerful pieces of a god.
Do you think it exists as the sun?
Except for the most powerful being is in that direction. Therefore, they would be the ones in possession of a piece of a god.
Go for the whole god thing, so might as well.
He starts going towards the sun, with his head looking directly at the ground instead of at the sun.
Yeah.
What type of damage does he take?
None.
How far does he walk?
About 30 feet.
Do I hit something?
No. You exit this aura of radiance and can see this tower in front of you.
I found it!
Can we hear that?
Sure.
He continues walking towards the tower with the plate and the sword.
Is there any chaos elementals here?
You, by the way.
There are. There are two standing by the entrance.
He stops short of them. He wouldn't know how to respond to that. He looks at them.
I'm gonna cast tongues and speak in elemental. We are here for an audience of whoever lives here.
We're looking for the big guy.
Yeah. The big man.
They reply in primordial.
Oh, whoops.
That's the language it is.
Oh, no, that's primordial.
Yeah, that's the language of elementals. They just see. Then enter.
Okay, I speak in common. Alright, let's go.
He basically said,
Looks confused but walks forward anyway.
okay, we're good.
Walks up the stairs. Is the door closed?
There is a door at the top that is closed, yes.
I knock on it.
And it slowly swings open.
I'm going in, and walks inside.
I close
But
the door.
we don't have.
Okay, you close the door behind him.
But we don't have the stuff.
You
I have
grab
it.
them.
I have it.
You grabbed the 2 things?
Yep.
Yes.
When did we see the things?
When the guy summoned them, like he did.
I thought he just
I
showed
thought
us
you
a vision.
Yeah.
No, he summoned them.
Okay.
Derek,
He summoned a human being, and you think he just showed us a vision of what we needed.
Anyways, back into reality. I open up the door and just walk by.
I mean, I walked out to the middle of the room, and then I'm just standing there looking around confused, like, I know him. Actually, divine sense.
There's a very powerful Fey essence in this room.
Can I? Is there a
And on
direction
the
it's
far
coming
end,
from?
on a small pedestal, you can see a small orb of quartz crystal hovering slightly.
I think we came for that. Is there a direction the Fae is coming from?
Just walk through the crystal.
No, it is just incredibly
It's
powerful.
incredibly
around
powerful
you.
everywhere.
And since the door is closed behind you,
well then we walk towards it.
what are you doing in my tower?
I was sent to retrieve a piece of a body of a guard and given these in trade. Holds up the plate and the sword. I believe you're the one that I'm supposed to give these to in trade.
2 years ago, I did offer these in trade for that. Why should I uphold that after so long?
It was hard to get.
It was remembered.
We all forgot.
Has it really been 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, those who were initially sent for it had to pass on the quest with their...
Some died.
Let's see. Death.
Yeah, they
Death. Walks away.
died. Oh, no, died and then walked away.
No, it was death, death, walks away.
Death, died, was brought back, then walked away,
Oh.
walked away.
I wasn't there for that part,
I
so
know.
I didn't make the agreement.
Because the initial party that was agreed with, most of them ended up dead. All of them, in fact. So it was passed on to us. Am I the only one in there?
No, I'm in there.
No, you closed the door behind him. He's the only one in there.
And then
No, I was
us-
following with them afterwards.
I closed the door and I was like, okay. I don't hear any screaming. We must be fine. I walk in.
You couldn't open the door again.
What?
After I said us,
It was sealed.
Oh no.
after I said us, I looked behind me and I'm like, I mean, but there's more. There's at least another 3 or 4.
I was just making a joke.
Looks really concerned over her shoulder, like, why'd he close me in here?
She.
Why was I closed in here? He doesn't care who did it.
The 2 women. 3 women outside the door.
You and those before
Or-
you evaded me already, even if you did not realize it.
Oh,
I think
What's
this guy
going-
might be a power of the darkness, but whatever.
no, this is a powerful thing. This is super powerful thing.
The armor and blade disappear.
Puts hands together. Can I take it? Pointing at the crystal on the end.
There is no response.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and take that since you took the plate and the armor and sword. If you don't want me to, tell me. Waits a second. Just walks towards it, picks up the little quartz crystal, and starts heading back towards the door.
Alright.
Pushes open the door and walks out.
I plucked the crystal from your hands.
No,
And I
no,
take it
he's
from-
holding it. He's
And I
not-
take it from
he's not
you
like-
and hand it back.
That's what I was seeing in my head right there.
He's
You
like,
just-
he's holding it in his hand and looking at it. He's not like, oh, he's holding it pretty good.
Okay,
It's-
fine.
It's maybe about the size of a large marble.
Okay, maybe he's holding it like that.
There we go. I'll pluck it from your hands.
He's holding it. Roll sleight of hand then. Screw it.
Okay, straight.
Sleight of hand is for you to not notice.
Oh, true. Are you going to try and rip it from my grasp?
It's a strength.
Athletics.
Athletics? Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I have 4 on that.
Guys,
so.
don't do it. Just don't.
Fight me. I win.
And I take it from you. All right. Neither of you get it.
How do you? Okay.
I
do you
didn't do anything. Well,
Neither
actually,
of
no.
you get
Give
it.
that back. I was the one who went and got it, since she closed me in there. The freaking most powerful. God, what is with the day? Today's
can't-
not a good day for me.
You can't handle gods.
All right, we got it. Bring
He's
us
not a
back.
god. He's a fae. I've met a god. I've met a
Did you
fae.
feel your form
Yes, they
shift
can
again?
handle gods.
Did you find yourselves back in the temple?
Do you want to roll?
Hand
to
it
see
to
if
him.
Do you want to roll to see if you can grab that?
He uses telekinesis and just takes it from you,
Okay.
along with the other one. Now the other 2 must be found.
We were told there was a 5th one.
The 5th is not like the others.
What's the 5th look like?
The 5th is the most powerful of them all. It is the essence of creation itself.
It's the soul?
No,
Oh.
creation.
So what's
Did
that
you hear me?
one that you just took? What does it do?
It is the shard of love.
Oh, right.
Yep. Yep.
Important yet less powerful than all the others.
So we got one of elements, one of love.
The only 2 left are Arcana and Time.
Yeah.
Shards of Eternity,
They are,
Infinity Stone.
they are both guarded.
Uh,
You know, I'd actually made this before I watched Infinity War.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
prediction make. I know how this works.
Our prediction successful. They are both guarded by powerful beings in distant lands.
Which lands?
I do not know where they all are. However, I do know that the 5th can only be found after the other 4 have been made. Found. After the other
Found.
4 have been found. Sorry, I misspoke.
Other 2
I don't know
have been
if
found?
Future has been made.
We have 2 of them here.
Mhm.
So 2 more must be found before the 5th can.
Could you give us something so we can return without having to make such another climb?
I can give you a way to return. Here.
Just a button.
But it will not allow you to go wherever you will.
Alright.
A mighty wizard. Is there any gifts to help us on this?
The teleporter that he's giving us.
Besides the teleport. He doesn't care about the clients.
It's the one-way teleporter.
That teleports back here.
Perhaps I can look for another. Which would you go to first? Time or Arcana?
Arcana.
Clearly Arcana.
I would time first. You kidding me?
Spellcaster, spellcaster.
The vote has been cast. So again, he steps onto the circle, and again this column of light envelops him. And after a minute, it fades. And he looks over all of you. The Shard of Time.
Arcana.
Arcana. Right. The Shard.
Reminds him. Arcana.
The Shard of Arcana
Right.
is in a dangerous place.
Ooh, fun.
A place of madness and pain.
Ooh, ooh.
Warlock's clearly invested in this.
I'm chaotic neutral. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Held by a great and powerful king.
Asmodeus.
A king who has long since died.
Oh. Oh yeah, we killed him. Never mind. It might have actually been Asmodeus. We did do that. We stabbed him in the eye.
I just realized
Did
we
you kill without me?
No, you were there.
Faye.
In the very
whatever.
in the first campaign, we killed
Well, I
Asmodeus
figured you wouldn't
really
remember
easily
mine.
with the soul
It
absorbing
wasn't
sword.
like I was like, oh,
It's like
what's
that
that?
way.
The soul absorbing sword.
And if anyone
That
bothered to
Katie-
remember,
I mean,
they would
not
have noticed that way.
That
Oh, yeah.
Victoria.
No, they.
I just don't remember this
It's you
sword.
walk towards the sun. The
Right,
sword,
and I
sun
remember
is
the
at
sword,
the
but I
sun.
don't remember this king.
It's not a king. It was Asmodeus, the god of the lawful, the one paperwork. That one. That one.
Are you sure that wasn't Cthulhu?
No, that
God
was
of paperwork.
No, Cthulhu popped up right after that.
That was the time I got my wisdom teeth taken. But I
Yeah.
wasn't exactly loopy, I was just tired.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
a king who is long since died but refuses to leave this plane.
wait. Tomb Ramun the Unbroken?
Ramun died long ago,
God,
I knew it.
and he stayed dead.
God, demon,
Oh. But he was spirit and he refused to leave. He was there. I know this.
Wait, then, let's see, who was the Lich then?
Damadar?
Yeah.
The one who's not a lich no more?
Yeah. I said was.
Yeah. He wasn't ever a king.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was a religious leader.
He was a cult leader. He convinced people to drink the what's it?
What?
No, to
What?
drink the Kool-Aid. Oh,
Only a king who would have been powerful enough in the arcanic arts could have become a lich of such power. He was the first king on Elton.
No!
oh. You're bringing him back? Dang.
He was the king of the Orier.
Yeah.
But you've never met the king of the Orier.
No,
You've
but
heard his name mentioned by one of the Orier.
yes.
He is very powerful.
The title Lich isn't given to weaklings.
Indeed. And
Where?
he kind of steps towards you.
Me?
You said you wish to understand.
What did I say I wanted to understand? I've forgotten already.
You wanted to be taught by him.
Oh yeah! How to have super magics. That would be magnificent.
He reaches out and touches your shoulder, and there's a flash.
And a bang. And you're temporarily
And
blinded.
you're dead.
And you're a flash and a
He
bang.
cast sunburst on you.
Oh,
You
no.
evaporated.
Oh no. I was expecting that in the Feywild, not here.
And knowledge just fills your mind.
Finger of death.
No. Skadoosh. Counterspell. Anyway. Does my intelligence increase by 4 or whatever?
A wizard.
Mhm.
It's about knowledge. Learning the ways of the arcane.
Yes.
Learning what it can do. And
Mhm.
how you can use it.
It's an eagle bat.
Perhaps one day you will understand more.
One day I'll understand more.
But your journey has already begun. Alright.
No!
No more gifts. I don't think any of us have gifts from the god, do we?
There is one
We have
more
nothing.
thing before you go to find this shard. He waves his
Die!
hand again, and this beautiful spear appears, and he grabs it with gold inlay running along it,
I guess we know who's gonna use that.
and the edge of the blade almost turns light blue like flame.
The only one who uses weapons.
This is Nakran.
Mm-hmm.
is a weapon of the gods.
Don't give it to him, he'll pass out.
Might need it. And he lets go of it and it just hovers in the air.
Like, gingerly takes it from the air, holding it
I
like.
can feel its power.
He's gonna pass out like Zuko when he witnessed... not Zuko. Like Sokka when he witnessed the birth of the baby.
For my own gift, may I be sent somewhere?
Wow.
Again, I mentioned a magical arsenal in a sense. A guild of mine.
Where is it?
That I'm not allowed to say with others right now.
I cannot send you to a place that I do not know where it is.
And I can't tell you while these two are around.
There's technically 4 people around. The captain is still there.
Katie is quiet.
That's because she's not actually on Discord right now. She said she'll be back
Okay.
an hour ago.
Yeah, I've noticed she was quiet.
And the
I've been,
captain can know if she knows.
The captain's the captain.
I guess I'll wait for these ones to leave first.
he won't leave. He's stubborn like that. He'll be like, I'm just here.
So you can be here, but we're gonna go find something. I want
He
you guys.
traces an arcane rune in the air, and you see almost mirrors around you. They cannot hear us.
Finally, silence.
He wouldn't care anyway.
No, like he's looking at the spear he's now holding, going.
There's only one way to get there, but it's, as far as I know, impossible without the secret circles or a spear of lightning.
Where are you trying to get?
Or do you think? But yes. Is that cool with you? It's secret.
It is pretty friggin' secret. It'd be amazing if anyone found it.
Considering
With your
it's-
permission.
Like, there could have been, like, people would have known how to get there, so it could have been that they've left things there.
Yes.
But it would have been impossible to live down there.
Yes. That's why I said magical circle.
Yeah. He waves his hand, and a javelin of lightning appears, and he hands it to you.
Thank you.
It's a javelin. It doesn't work.
Finding this eventually will take some time.
Then the mirrors just shatter and turn into dust.
He's still looking like the spear, really confused. Like, what am I supposed to do?
You will understand in time.
Can you teach me how to cast that silence? I need that around these guys.
Perhaps you will learn.
Dang. Okay.
And as time progresses, your training will continue.
So am I required to multi-class this wizard now?
No, you get a level in wizard.
Just for free?
What?
Well then.
I
Seriously?
guess I get a level in wizard.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
So, and it does not count against your total number of levels.
So it's just.
What type of insanity is this? How
So
many
he's still at
flaws do
level
I have to take?
6.
However, when you level up, you cannot add a level to wizard. You have to basically level up with wizard through training,
Yeah.
through him,
Ah.
or just through extreme amounts of studying. So it works slightly differently to a regular class.
I'm gonna need you also to give me 2 magic item cards now.
Yeah, I
Yukon
need to
and the
make
Heart of the
those,
Sea?
so I will. I'll mark those down. Some more
Are those?
items.
Do you actually have? Is there a thing called the Heart of the Sea?
I mean, it's
in
I
game?
don't-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have
You just make things
a
up
rock.
sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't.
The Heart of the Sea exists. It's what Captain Xavier needed all this time.
That's why the captain died. And we brought them back.
And I think think, unless you guys want to continue, I think that's a good place to end.
That's
I'm
a good
good.
place to end.
Aw, dang.
I mean, I would continue, but like I'm fresh out of ideas.
I'm not out of ideas. We can go and start on our way
And I
to...
still have to make stats for the Lich King of the Warrior.
You haven't made him yet?
Haven't made his stats.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright. We are ending it. Goodbye.
Alright.
So the Orir are the oldest beings.
Yep.
So they're like whatever race Gandalf is from that I can never remember the
We
name
will
of.
see you all next time. Kalum Bila or Walk with Power.